time.
A single catastrophic moment shattered the world's serenity. A kingdom and its people ended in the blink of an eye, their past buried, their present decimated, and their future obliterated. Wise men, scholars, and soothsayers debate who or what happened to the western reaches. Was it the anger of the gods, a falling celestial body, an arcanist experiment gone awry, or something far more insidious that swept clean the west in a conflagration of screams, ash, and fire? Hundreds of years later, life returned, and with it an inevitable attempt by civilization to encroach upon what nature had reclaimed. It was the dreaded Red Hand of Doom who finally retook and rebuilt the keep. They were the first residents, but certainly not the last. The dwarves of Ashforge, the blue worm Fafnir, a banished adventuring party simply known as the Six Blades, all held the keep and lost it by hubris, tragedy, or invasion. Now the paladin Lord Peridin Drysdale resides over what is known as Restwall Keep, there to protect the point of a civilization's spear. Drysdale struggles against precariously balanced desires to spread the word of Erathis, maintain tenuous peace, and find out just what lies behind the ancient king's wall. Here rest the relics of bygone ages, a kingdom buried beneath the grip of nature renewed, and at the center lies the unknowable mystery and danger of the Chaos Scar. The past, present, and possible future lay before you, adventurers, if you have the courage to explore.
Hi, it is I, your invisible hand of fate, your King Ginger, your Fail Narwhale. Once again, coming in for our monthly Chaos Scar game, where we have a ever-rotating group of players, all going into the unknowable Chaos Scar to do jobs. So who do we got this month? Go around the proverbial digital table, introduce thyself, your character, and let us know what your favorite ice cream flavor is.
Brian, halfling rogue named Timothy Leafwalker. Favorite ice cream? Have to go with chocolate.
All right, I am Nate. I'm playing Resni, a Verdan. Don't call me a goblin sorcerer. Wild magic.
Uh-oh.
So have fun with that. I think we've discussed this before. I like all the ice creams. Gimme.
That is such a non-answer, Nate.
How dare you?
Nate's
How
saying
dare
he
you?
wouldn't turn down ice cream.
Yeah. How dare you, Nathan?
like it's a decent option.
It's not.
Well, fine then. Sorry, you're in charge. So, I'm Cassandra. I am playing Dianthus, who is a Earth Genasi druid. Hopefully I remember how to play her because it's been a while. I kind of forgot. Oh boy, favorite ice cream. Does it have to be like frozen or like I can get it from out?
It's you just wherever. I mean, it's pie in the sky. These are dreams.
I feel like if I'm gonna splurge on the calories, I want a cookie dough blizzard.
Fair. It's not a type of ice cream, but it's definitely a good.
You said
It's
flavor.
a better answer than Nate gave us.
You said a flavor of ice cream. Is that not a flavor of ice cream?
That's a dish.
I think it's technically soft serve, but
That's true. That's actually true. It's not. It's technically
It's like
not ice
that's
cream.
one of those things where it's like it's in the ice cream family. I would count it.
I still like it.
Also, it's because just because it sort of seems topical right now. My favorite flavor of ice cream is cookie dough, so
that's
already
an
on
ice
your
cream
side.
flavor. A blizzard is an ice cream dish.
But it's got cookie dough and soft serve and chocolate.
I would count it personally.
Fair, Shaggy.
I'm Mike. I'm playing Connor, a Storm Sorcerer. I'm back for my second session. I think I played back in October. It says according to my notes, so it's been a little while. So I'm kind of in the same boat. We'll see how this goes. I've just been looking over my character sheet, making sure I remember everything. Fortunately, he's level 1, so not a lot to look through.
It's really hard to screw up a level 1.
Yeah, well,
Challenge accepted.
it's hard, but you can still definitely do it.
Brian, remind me again. Your Timothy is a halfling. What now?
Is a halfling rogue.
Okay. And Renzi is also a halfling.
Nope. Verdan. So
Yeah,
not
I know
a goblin.
But you're also a sorcerer.
Yeah. Wild magic.
Is a Verdan look like a goblin? I don't know what a Verdan is. I just
So
realized.
Verdan is a race that only appeared in the Acquisitions Incorporated book, and it's kind of like an evolved goblin. They're super cool. They're one of my favorite races in 5th edition, actually.
Yeah, they start off as a small creature, and then level 5, they're a medium creature.
They grow?
Yeah, they grow.
Yeah.
Oh, you hit
They're
a growth
constantly,
spurt.
They're kind of like always speed evolving, which I kind of like.
One day I'll hit my growth spurt.
I love
That's
you, but
doubtful.
them days is past.
That ship has sailed.
Damn it!
It is now a shipwreck
Oh, no. So
to be found by future
It
generations.
tried to
know.
go sailing, and it very much did not.
They'll go, oh, here's
I'm-
where her height was the whole time.
I'm taller than my mom, so I mean, I'll take it.
For
That's
now.
a victory.
That doesn't say much.
It does not. Brian knows my mom.
Mom too is a delicate flower of a lady. She is tiny.
She's a good 5 foot even, so
You're being a little generous, I think.
I'm 5'2", so
All right. So the way we do Chaos Scar for those, Nate, have you played before? I can't even recall.
Not Chaos Scar. Not
Not
yet.
Chaos Scar. So you and Brian both, and I would say I have not played Brian. I haven't played with you since 4th edition.
Yeah. Yep.
So it is awesome to have you join us.
I haven't played with you guys since I moved down to Iowa. So
It's
Yeah.
been forever.
yeah.
So if questions do pop up, I don't know if you've played 5th edition or not. If questions pop up, I do, of course, tweak stuff heavily. So if you have questions, fire away. As with every episode of Chaos Scar, there's nothing really going on in town except for the fact you've been called in by Hushk, who is a lizard folk who's running the Finders Guild currently, which is what you're all a member of. The Finders Guild is basically an adventurers guild finding work for locals and passersby to go over the King's Wall into the area around the Chaos Scar. He's reaching out to you because his normal crew hasn't come back yet. Because we didn't play last month. And they decided, and one thing I'll say about Chaos Scar is, generally speaking, when we start an adventure, you will be back in town by the end of adventure. So when we leave our game tonight, you'll be back in town. The exception with that last group is they've played together a couple times and they desperately wanted to stick around and explore something. So we'll be doing that in March. But Hoosh calls you in, Dianthus and Connor, you both then work for the Finders Guild. He lets you know that there are a few farms on the direct other side of the wall, very close to it, easy traveled road right along the side of the wall to get to it. The problem is no one's heard from these farms for a few weeks. Normally it's not a big deal because if they bring their goods to Restwell and we go from there. But they haven't brought any goods to Restwell. And the local businesses that do business with those farmers are starting to see their businesses suffer. At the same time, there's been some rumors that a local kobold tribe has been driven from their dens by old Gemcrust, who's now back in the area for hunting and breeding purposes. And just for the ease of everything, old Gemcrust is a absolutely gargantuan boule whose outer shell is made of gems. He only shows up in this area anywhere between every 5 to 25 years, give or take, of course, because there's a 25 or 20-year window there. But it's generally to make it to babies and eat it to food. And I believe Dianthus and Connor, you both have had a run-in with old Gemcrust?
Yep. I have Gemcrust written in my notes from last time, so I definitely ran into them. I think it was near the end of the session.
Yeah, it was adventurous.
We had a fight, and I think it was like kind of as that was wrapping up, and we all had to like jump up on the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been like what, 4 months, so I can't remember all of the details. But
not a problem. So what Hushk has asked of you is that you go to these farms and you check in and see what the problem is. He's not expecting anything, but that's why he's not having you bring the heavies with. But he also knows that with Gemcrust in the vicinity, problems can always occur, and with potential of it being these farms being overrun by kobolds, he wants to make sure that if they need to be dealt with, they will be dealt with.
I take a little offense at us not being the heavies. I mean,
I'm squishy, so
2 sorcerers, a druid, and a rogue walk into a bar.
yeah, I like to stay back, so that's fine.
I hate to be the one to tell you this. You ain't the heavies.
I'm not saying that I'm that tough. I just think I'm that tough.
Oh, I also realized I didn't say. If it wasn't obvious, I'm a human. I'm a human storm sorcerer with the name like Connor. I don't know if that was apparent, but
yeah. And your druid is Spore, correct? Circle of Spore.
I can't choose it yet, but that will be that's my intention.
I thought it was. Which type of Genasi? I can never remember.
I'm a Earth Genasi.
All right, good to know.
Yeah, I think I have to level up before I actually choose my thing.
I think it's level 3.
Yeah, I got time, but
anything you want to grab or do before you leave Restwell Keep, or the outer bailey of Restwell Keep, I should say.
I mean, I learned from the last trip, and I'm gonna need probably some more healing potions.
I have a healing potion in my inventory. What is my? Did we make any money from the last?
Yeah,
we went out.
Yeah,
it should have. It should have been marked down along with any items that you.
I have all of the items.
I think it was 75 gold. I have 83 in my thing, and I know I started with some. So it's somewhere between probably 65 and 75.
We'll call it 75 just to.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how I missed that, but I've got all the items that I wound up taking with me.
I mean, I'll take your share of gold if you don't want it.
No, I definitely want that.
Put it to good use.
I've got two, like, so if it comes up, just so that everybody knows what I've got, because as far as I'm concerned, this stuff is like group utility use. I've got two, like, what's this, bugbear traps, and I have 2 grease grenades in addition to a healing potion. So those are things that maybe we can keep in the tank for situational use if it becomes relevant. But now everybody knows.
Did we give up the Bullywug vial last time, Ben? Was that what we were collecting to
I
give
believe
away?
you. Yeah, I believe you were going to sell it.
Okay. And then the mud, was that something that was required too?
Yep, the mud was something that was what you went out to get. Was the
I just want to make sure I take it off my list. I mean, I have 3 flasks of a healing potion. I just feel like I need more.
Yeah, I guess I depending on how much they are, I'd definitely be interested in buying like 1 or 2 if I can afford it.
Where are you going to? Are you? So that's your goal is to go out and
Go find a place to buy some from. before
Yeah,
we leave.
stock up.
Does
I
Hoos
can-
have any supplies for us or for sale?
he looks at you, narrows his eyes, and says, "Here to make coin, not spend coin."
He's right.
I mean, you could make coin though if you had ones for us to buy.
Yeah, we could invest.
You are independent
Accrue
contractors.
I'm just
No,
saying it's a
sure,
good
no
side
healthcare.
business if you need another thing to do.
Who's not responsible for your health care?
That's also true.
I feel like
All
I've
right,
heard that
all right,
many
Who's-
times.
There's
You do know that there's 2 traders in the Outer Bailey.
I want to
There's
go.
Gelda's Goods and Over the Wall Supplies.
All right,
If you're
well,
looking for more assistance, like from a religious bent, you do know that there's a couple priests in the Outer Bailey, or you could go and try to get help from any of the forces of Arathis that are in the Inner Bailey. But you haven't really dealt with any of them.
I mean, I'm gonna head out towards the Bailey to check the shopkeepers, see if there's anything.
Which one do you want to hit? Gelda's or Over the Wall?
Sorry, which is the difference between the two? Which one sells what things?
They both sell similar goods. They're literally across the street. from
Oh,
each other.
okay. Well, let's just go with the first one that you mentioned. Sorry, my brain is still getting.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Gelda's Goods.
Yeah, Gelda's Goods.
Okay. You make your way into Gelda's Goods. It's a nice little shop. It's got a lot of like foodstuffs and other like basic sundries like hanging. Gelda obviously cures her own meats and cheeses, as you can see. She's a elderly woman, surprisingly lithe and feisty though. So you just want to hit her up for healing potions?
Yeah, healing potions, and then I'm also just quickly double checking to see if there's any spells that I need, like components for that I need.
Don't worry about the components. I never make you worry about that.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's
All right.
a
Oh yeah,
quiet
healing potions, and
process.
then I guess like I don't know if she has any other items of like special interest that would just be like maybe useful in a situation.
If you would have been here about 3 days ago, I could have helped you out with items, but I've just already sold out my inventory. It was
Travelers
a
or
caravan
something.
coming through. I do have a few potions, but they haven't been properly identified. So I don't really know what they are.
Oh boy.
But you're more than welcome to it for a fair price.
I guess how much is there like a visual description of what they look like?
Yeah, of course.
What they
Um,
with
There's
it's in the
one.
bottles?
There's one that looks like it's a almost like a prismy decanter bottle
Mhm.
about the size of my fist with a tall neck on it, and it looks like it's full of sparkling Mountain Dew. It's that like
weird
kind of
sort of
weird green that's
Yeah.
doesn't naturally occur anywhere
yeah, it's
in
like
the
a weird
omniverse.
like glowing.
Yeah, and it is got a soft glow to it.
Huh. All right. What
She
about?
she'll let you smell it.
I don't need to smell it.
Well, it's got a wonderful little smell, and she
No,
takes a big whiff of
that's
it.
fine. That's fine.
Can I
When she
taste
pulls
it?
away, there's like a little sparkle that comes off of it.
Tiffany, you just want to dip your finger in and taste it? Is that what you
Yeah,
want
just
to do?
taste it.
Skills.
Yeah,
It
let's
doesn't
taste it.
smell bad. Yeah, smell it. And she
Well, hey,
puts
you
it
know-
right up to your face.
I've found that some smells are relative. You know, some people don't mind some people do.
She goes, "What about you three? You want to smell it?
I'll smell it.
It smells good.
Does anything,
It smells minty, very very bright smelling though. You get a small hint of citrus in there as well.
do I get
It is Mountain
vapors or
Dew.
anything?
Yeah, when you breathe it, you also get like these little green vapors come up.
It's Christmas Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Christmas
it's Mountain Dew and gin.
But it doesn't like make me dizzy or doesn't like have
No,
an ill
no,
effect?
it's very pleasant.
Okay.
Does she have any that look like Health Potion Red?
No,
Uh,
no, neither of none of the three look like your basic blue mana or red health. One does have a deep, thick, viscous. It's in a ball jar with a very short top and stop in it. That is so burgundy it's moving away from red, and it's about half full. And when you move it, it sloshes very slowly and coats the inside, and it takes a long time for it to drain back down
ugh.
and settle.
I'll buy that one.
She says, do you want to smell it first?
Sure.
What is with this lady and smelling?
Her venue is very, very, there's a lot of really good smells, and there's a lot of food and different things in there. So you think maybe this is kind of a thing for her.
Okay.
It smells like, always smell it first. Exactly, Spike. It smells kind of like cinnamon, with a hint of campfire.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take this one. It smells good.
She says, 10 gold pieces.
Ooh, can't you come down on that a little bit?
What do you have anything to trade? You know what?
Some
I'm
pocket
always-
lint.
I'll tell you what, I'll go down to 5, but I'm guessing you're with the Finders Guild.
Yes.
Well, I need these herbs, then you're going to bring them back to me.
Deal.
She quickly scrawls out in common a list of five herbs with a very short description. The last one, I'm sorry, I was kind of staring at nothing. The last one is Pepto-Bismol pink.
They'll
Um,
look gross, but smell good.
They do smell good. Look gross, smell good.
Well, I'm gonna smell this one since the other two seemed to smell fine.
This one, shockingly enough, there's no smell.
Of course, there's no smell. Great.
That's
There's no
dangerous.
smell, and it just looks like that bright fluorescent pink water. It has the same flow and consistency of water.
How much for this one?
Oh, 10 gold pieces.
All right, fine. I'm gonna just on impulse. I'm gonna do this just because, sometimes things get boring around here between gigs.
Slopping back potions is the best thing to do when you're
Yeah,
bored.
well, sometimes you got to just have something to do to kill time. All right.
God, I hope it's when you can
Roll
drink.
with the punches.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. It's like, when you first time you're trying any sort of extracurricular chemical activity, you always want to do it in like a familiar place.
Don't have a bad trip, man. So
Good to know.
she
I'll
looks
keep that
at
in
you,
mind.
Timothy, and she says, "Now you better bring me back my herbs, or I will publicly slander your bad name."
Deal.
She pinches you on your little halfling cheek, and she goes back behind the counter, and she pulls out a small wedge of cheese, some crusty bread, and what looks to be a relatively fresh smoked sausage. And she says, "For the road."
Thanks.
Ties them in a little bindle and pushes them across the counter to you.
Did anyone buy that first potion?
I'll
No.
buy the green one if no one else wants it.
Yeah,
I've got my pink one here, so I'm good for now.
How much is the?
So I'd see that band, Shaggy.
How much is that oddly green potion?
The
Oh,
Mountain Dew.
10 gold pieces.
9 gold pieces.
Oh, I already made a deal with your friend.
How about 9 gold pieces and he tells everyone this is where they need to shop?
Ooh, a
Free advertisement.
game.
It's my favorite shop in Restwell Keep.
How about 7 gold pieces and you go across the street and you fuck up that son of a bitch's Bosco's stupid store?
No, I don't think we should do that. Just full disclosure.
Here's 10 gold.
Son of a bitch.
Because I think, also full disclosure, I think we're about to maybe go see if he's got anything else for sale too. So
Go for the Boscos.
I don't want to develop.
Make me an
I'm
insight-
just
make
going
me
to
an
play both
insight check.
sides here. Okay, you know what?
Make me an insight check, Connor.
Oh, okay. Okay. 14.
You get the impression if you do that, you will instantly fall out of Gelda's good graces.
The question is, do I care?
That is a good question.
Well, well,
Do you believe that Bosco is really a son of a bitch?
no. I mean, I've never met Bosco as far as I know. So I gotta see, gotta check give the whole thing a good once over, then decide. But if maybe we'll do this another time, and I'll sneak in over there and make sure she's not watching out the window.
Can I do a lap around the block and just come up behind the building and go in?
Do you really want to go in there?
You got a rogue with you.
Do you want to do more shopping, or we want to get to adventure?
I just wanted to see if he had healing potions.
You gonna try to sneak in? Make me a stealth check.
Oh, I can do that.
I'm not going to.
Nor am I.
Dianthus and Timothy.
My stealth check is a 9.
I got a 21.
Timothy, you completely slip in while Dianthus makes a huge loud racket as she tries to slide in the door.
You know what I picture?
But you realize you have not been noticed by Gelda.
He slips in, and I'm Gronk from Emperor's New Groove, sneaking around, sitting all going, waiting for people to walk by.
Singing your own little theme song.
Yep. That's me.
You
Excellent.
come in, and this place is far less homey. This is very much looks like a store. It's also, none of it looks like it was made here.
So it's
A
a big
big-
box store.
A big
Big box store.
Yeah, a big chunky man walks out from the back. His nose is crooked from being broken, and he's missing some teeth. He looks around at you and he says, "I don't recognize you lot. I take your adventures." Find
just
his guild by the smell of you.
Yeah, you'd be right on that one. Just we're looking for some potions for heading out before we head out.
Potions. What
Yeah,
sort
like
of
healing
potions?
potions.
I don't.
Healing potions.
Whew. It's a high price item. I think I do have some in the back. Tell you what, if I got 5, I'll give them to you for 10 apiece. But you have to take all 5. Don't need it taken up storeroom in the back. If I got 3, I'll sell them to you for 20 apiece. Hot commodity.
You can't come down on your prices any at all. Come on, man.
Do I look like I live in squalor?
No, but I mean,
Do you know why? Because all, he points to a sign on the wall that says all prices are final. That's why. I'll tell you this though, little
Poke the
man.
bear.
You can always, if you fancy a game of chance, you can always roll some dice to maybe knock either some price off that or some coin out your pocket.
well, why don't we see what you got first?
Smart you are. Walks in the back. He comes out. He's got 3 potions. Blessed by the flames of Bahamut they are. Tasty. That's all. And I know that hag across the street don't have none. This is the best you're going to get here. Yeah.
Are these like basic healing potions?
I don't. So I'm going to try to deceive him and just tell him that she actually had some stock that we just purchased.
You can definitely make a deception check with her.
You know, I'm just Connor's like out down on the end of this register, like kicking a rock around, just sort of like.
We got a 17 on deception.
He looks you up and down, and he kind of waddles over and opens his curtains up just a little bit so he can see out in the hopes that she can't see in. He goes, that hag, she's been stealing from my supplier, trying to run me out of the business. I ought to burn her store down.
Timothy just started a war.
Serves her
Uh-oh.
right.
I'll tell you what. If you come down on your
throat,
price a little bit, then I
feed her innards
will
to the
make sure I
dogs.
only buy healing potions from you from now on.
Oh. Sorry, lad. I do not. He points again to his sign. I do not lower my prices.
Well, you just told you
And if
are
you want to do
fluctuating on your prices because it's 5 for 10 or 2 for 30 or 3 for 20 a piece.
That's
So
supply and
those aren't
demand.
final prices.
Well, they are final. I tell you the final because they're final in my store. So you can either part with the coin and take the potions, or you can go over there and get substandard stock from that old
I'm pretty
bag
sure
of
she
bones.
just already got your stock because I just bought some from her.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'll be taking it up with the local constabulary, and I'm sure they'll be looking for you to make a statement.
But I'll buy some. I'll buy his too,
Okay.
because we need them.
I can chip in if you want.
Bites down on the coins to make sure they're really gold. He sells them to you, and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Whatever she sold you, I would not put it in your belly for the life of you. It's probably some sort of cockatrice piss mixed with a rose, junk magic."
Oh, come on now.
She is a thorn in the side of this community.
But it smells so good in there. And this place just smells like boxes. And with that, I'm gonna dip out.
No, little halfling. It smells like Comus. He goes outside and he stands in front of his store, he stares across at Geldas, spits on the ground, and then walks back inside.
We'll score. Started a war.
Yeah, that's all right.
Let's go outside the
Just
wall.
Get the impression that you didn't start anything, that you just maybe threw some flames on something that was always has been smoldering for some time.
There is that.
I just threw a little fuel on the fire.
Yeah. Nothing like that to keep you warm. You make your way to the gate and out. It's a relatively short jaunt to the wall. One thing you do notice, oh Shaggy, is there's a lot of traffic coming from the other side of the wall towards Restwald, more than usual. And it looks to be a lot of merchants and little merchant caravans, and they are heavily guarded caravans. And as Connor and Dianthus, as you've seen before, a lot of these merchant caravans utilize hobgoblins as soldiers on these merchant trips. So you do see there's a lot of traffic going into Restwall currently. You pass over or through the King's Wall. You're on the side of the Scar. You follow the path. It's a easy to follow farming road. When you run into run into a group of outriders. All are heavily armored. The one in the back, there's 5 of them. The one in the back has a huge banner on the back of his horse. And it is of a burning black heart in a breast that's been popped open.
Do we recognize what that banner is or who it is for?
No, you've never. This banner. Also, it looks like it's been sewn very, very recently.
Any words on it?
No.
What the guys are the soldiers that are mounted are heavily armored, but like, what's the condition of their armor? Is it like piecemeal? Is it battered? Is it clean?
Very much kind of meticulously kept in a very like almost like a samurai style.
Okay.
It's been painted black and red. It looks like it's been extremely well kept. They're all wearing kind of Oni half masks over their faces. They're all wearing Oni masks except for the lead outrider who's just got the half mask. And they trot up upon your party.
Like trot past us or to meet us?
Meet you all. They come through the field, the high grass, to meet you on the road.
Ooh.
I guess can I make an insight check to see if I can get a sense of like whether or not the symbol on their flag is like of a religious nature, a political one?
Yeah, of course.
Can I make an inside check to see if they want to kill us?
Yes.
That is,
I would like to
that's
hide.
a 16 for
Give me a
me.
stealth check.
Insight.
For your insight, this, like the closer they get, the more you see some symbolism that you've seen before in an early meeting on the roads when you came to the Scar. This flaming black heart has been put over the top of the symbol of the red hand, which you've seen before.
Yeah, we saw that in the caravan wreckage last time, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe
22.
20. You just kind of slip into the high grass, just like Homer Simpson into the foliage. Dianthus, what'd you get?
21.
They don't seem to be approaching you like at a full gallop to run you down, but they certainly seem to be approaching in a
Half menacingly.
you know what, menacing is a great word for it, in a menacing fashion.
Okay. I will make sure I have my hand on a weapon at all times.
Yeah, can I would like to hold Thunderwave.
Okay.
Just sort of keep it kind of slowly cooking away in my hand and kind of put my hand in one of my pockets.
So they kind of pull along and turn their steeds sideways to kind of block the road. And you notice one of them has a passenger rider. The passenger rider gets off and goes up and holds the steed of the lead, who gets down, removes his half mask, and makes his way up to who's in the lead.
Definitely not me.
Not
Well-
me either.
Timothy's hiding, so
We're all trying to be in the back.
Right.
A race to the back.
I guess it's me.
after you. After you, I
No,
insist.
you at first. It's a fight. I guess it's me. I'm very
As they-
intimidating. 5'8", blue, with
As-
green leaves growing on her.
You're like
Are
twice
they-
my height.
Skull.
Are they far enough away that I can share my insight, like about
Yeah,
the flag?
You had a chance before. I'll
Okay.
say you were able to do that pretty easily.
Yeah. So, just taking a look at that flag, what that symbol, that burning heart that's on there, that is been stitched over the red hand that we saw at Dianthus in that wrecked caravan a few months back.
Renzi and Timothy, you can make me history checks about the Red Hand.
I guess I don't know, but maybe a breakaway faction,
Maybe.
10.
something like that.
Eight.
Can we tell like what species the riders are?
You can tell now as the lead rider has removed his half mask. It's definitely a hobgoblin.
Okay, so more hobgoblins.
All you two know about the Red Hand is that it's kind of spoken about that there was a war with the Red Hand a couple hundred years ago, and that they kind of ebb and flow in their strength in the area. They're primarily goblinoids, but they're goblinoids who worship a 5-headed dragon. So this hobgoblin marches up. There is what looks to be kind of what does it look to be? It is a human, young boy, basically, following behind, carrying the hobgoblin's sword. Actually, it's the same boy who helped him get off the horse. He walks up to where you are, kind of looks you over. He puts his hand out, and the boy reaches to something tied on his sword, and he pulls it off and hands it to him. He pulls it out, and he looks at you. Everyone make me an insight check. Timothy, you can do it at advantage because you're hidden and you have.
No, that's not good. I got a 6.
Yeah, you're like, why is this
23.
dude staring at us?
I got a nat 20.
You're like, I know why he's staring at you. Resny, what'd you get?
23.
23. Yeah, you've also got a Dianthus.
15.
You get the impression that his eyes are very much locked on you and possibly Connor.
Okay.
He walks forward and kind of walks around you and looks you up and down.
I follow him as he's around me. I don't let him get behind me. Like we just do the little dance.
It's fine. He looks unbothered by that.
Yeah, I definitely go like back to the group.
I'm trying to look as unbothered as I can. I'm gonna try to like look tough.
He points at you and says, YouTube.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm looking for this man. And he holds up the picture, and it's of a tiefling you both recognize. And his companions.
Wait, remind me who the tiefling was.
Tybalt.
Oh, got it.
Above table, are they the group that has not come back yet?
Yeah.
Well, I can't help you. I don't know where he is either.
He looks at the boy and he shows him the picture and he points at Connor and the boy's like, mm-hmm. And he looks back and he says, you all look the same.
I shrug it back at him.
Yeah, because he's like literally like, I'm from a group that's technically 3 races and I can tell all of us apart, but you fuckers all look the exact same to me. But he like looks at Dianthus again. He kind of is walking around and he says, you meet the description. Who are you? Do you know this tiefling, this Tybalt?
Seen him in town. Don't know him.
Which town? Crossroads. Do you know him from Bywitch, or is it Restor Keep?
I point back where we came from.
He hides in the keep. Coward.
I mean, I haven't seen him in there, though. That was the last place I saw him. Probably moved on for all I know.
You will deliver a message.
We got places to go. I'm not going to go hang out with
He
him.
steps forward and it enters your personal space.
I step forward, too.
He
Real
puts
close.
his hand on what looks to be a very thin scabbard of a short sword. And you look beside him, and all of his men have turned their horses directly towards you. Uniformly.
It's fine. I'm going to do my best not to flinch or anything.
You will deliver a message.
What are you going to give me?
Give you passage on the road is what you'll get.
This is your road?
When my men and I ride upon it, it is our road. He steps backwards, puts his hand out, and the boy puts his sword and he pulls it from the sheath like instantly fast. Would you like to take my road?
I have no interest in owning land.
You will tell this tiefling that she who remains risen will wear his skin and the skin of all who attempted to feed her to old Gemcrust.
Do I know what he's talking about?
You can make me a history check. Mike might remember. Connor might know.
That sounds so good. 10.
Yeah, oh man, yeah. Can I make a history?
Yeah.
A history
You
check.
kind of remember a hobgoblin lady that you guys fucked over real bad with Gemcrust at the behest of Tybalt?
Oh, yeah. We let him eat them. But
Yeah.
the lady that was
Who helped you?
helped.
Who helped you?
Tybalt was kind of doing Tybalt, you know.
Yeah, well, Tybalt said Tybalt is evil.
Okay,
He just left me tell
okay.
all of you.
I'm still gonna make. Man, my history is not good. It's an 11. I guess if there's like any details about that scene that I could remember that I don't right now.
There was a hobgoblin warrior named Batu, and she helped you. She became wounded, and you could have helped her in return. Instead, Tybalt injured her further and tied her to the post because old Gemcrust was coming, and he knew he didn't have to be faster than Gemcrust. You guys just needed to be faster than a very wounded hobgoblin.
That's right.
Tied to a post.
I remember.
This was after John Senegar German suplexed a small boulet.
Yeah, because wasn't there was like a hole, and we threw somebody down a hole too. was like a cultist or something that
Yeah.
got cast down. That's why I was getting confused. It's like, did she go down the hole?
No. You guys tighter.
I remember
Really?
now. Okay, yeah. This is all coming back.
Apparently didn't take.
Cool.
Oops.
Well,
She will wear the skin of those who put her through that horrid transformation.
well, if we ever see that rascally old tiefling again, I'll be
leans down
sure to
again.
let him know.
He leans down again and points at you, Connor, and the humans, like, shows him again. The kid's just like, I don't know. I got, oh, and he just says, "You may pass." And then he looks again at Dianthus and he says, "You don't go too far from Restwell. You look very familiar."
I've never seen you before.
"Well, you do not look familiar to me. You look familiar to she who remains risen. And if you are who she thinks you are, then your end is quickly approaching and in most painful fashion." He slips his sword back into his sheath, which Sword Boy is holding, and then he walks back up, turns his back on you, and walks back up to his horse, and they all five trot by very slowly.
When he turned his back, was everyone facing away from me?
No, the other four riders were not.
Okay. Gonna work real hard not to stick our tongue out at him.
You can stick your tongue at him. He doesn't give a shit. He's not even going to recognize that. All right. So you make your way up the road after that interaction, and you
Don't give it away. Shh. Shh.
I waited until they went over the next hill, and then let go of my thunder wave. Well, shit.
Is that
and by
what
letting
it
go
means
of
when you
feather,
wet your
means
pants?
sitting in your pants.
No, I was holding a thunder wave in my pocket in case they wanted to get a little sword happy. But I don't think we would have. I don't know if that would have turned out in our favor if it did. So I'm.
So the first farm you come to has like a little ranch opening to it, and roughly scrawled in common is the name Ragabin. Make me a perception check, please.
I might be good at this. I am good at this.
7.
13.
21.
16.
Timothy, you recognize like that some of the fields here are fallow, like they were never planted. And that seems real odd for a farmstead. Like that seems like something shifty might be going on. Dianthus, these crops are on the verge of needing to be harvested, the ones that are planted. But you too notice that, like, boy, this is really, like, this is what they were worried about in town. There's not that much here. And then you notice that there is kind of a poorly hidden trail going from the back of the barn, headed back into a wooded area.
Like something that looks like this just been walked a bunch of times, or does it actually look like a dug
Poor-
trail?
Poorly hidden.
Mm-hmm.
This is two little houses and a big like barn.
What time of day is it?
It's still like mid-morning.
Okay.
But there's no one here. Like you don't see anybody. No animals, no people.
I'm gonna point out the trail to Timothy. Can you go take a look?
Sure.
Real quietly.
Real quietly.
I'm gonna bleed you real quiet like. All right, what are the Resni, Connor, Dianthus? What are you doing while Timothy makes a scout ahead? We'll get to that in a second.
So we're like by like a farmstead with like a house and a
Two
barn.
houses and a big barn,
Okay.
and then there's like 5 separate little fields,
Mhm.
but only 2 of them have been planted and are ready for harvest. The other 3 are fallow,
like just completely empty, or like they're
like they were tilled and nothing was
But
planted.
they were never. Yeah.
oh okay.
So like they were in the middle of planting season and nothing's.
They just
ever,
it's
ever
more
ended
like
up.
you're getting the impression like they just chose not to plant these 3 fields.
Are there any windows on the houses?
Yeah,
Like in the
they're
closest
very
house to
basic.
whichever one?
Yeah, they're very basic kind of rectangular houses.
I'll kind of just
We've got,
like
4
carefully
windows.
peeking through a window and just see like if it's like one room or multiple rooms. If there's any
They
sign
look
of
to
like a
be like
disturbance.
1-room houses with like a loft of beds. The first one you look in, there is the dinner table is still out and there's food on the table.
Just tap is fine.
Any like sign of like other activities or any like smoke coming out of the chimney or anything like that?
The hearth is barely burning. Like it looks like it's running on the last bit of.
Okay, so
of,
it was burning, but it hasn't been like rekindled for a bit.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm
take
gonna definitely let everybody know. There's definitely been like people here recently. There's like food out, like fresh food on the table in here.
You don't know how fresh it is. Are you going to go and check it out?
Yeah, I guess I'll give it a smell.
This looks like they left in the middle of eating, and it's been about a week.
Okay, so it's not like I see. I understand.
The hearth is like wildly deep and then dug down and in,
Mhm.
so it looks like it's basically a bonfire inside. So it's taken a long time for it to burn down.
Sure, it's like there's like the innermost embers are still
Yeah.
smoking a little bit. Okay.
Thank you.
You also see that all the beds in the loft area, and there's 6 of them, are all still made.
Okay. What does this look like?
Cabinets are all open, and it looks like they've been gone through.
What meal does this look like? Is this like breakfast food, lunch, dinner?
Breakfast food.
Breakfast? Okay. So whoever was here got up, did some morning chores, made and ate part of a breakfast, and left. Doesn't look like anything was like tussled over or anything.
Some of the chairs have been knocked over.
Okay, so
Left in a hurry.
okay. Well, I don't want to keep. I'll give other people a chance to look around too. So I'll just kind of.
Resni and Dianthus, are you in the
Done that.
same house? Did you hit the other house? Did you hit the barn?
I
What
want
are you
to
doing?
wander around the barn and see if there's any animals in there.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Resni and Dianthus head to the barn. No. There's definitely stalls for animals, but there are no animals here.
And like they're gone and not like they're laying dead at the bottom of the stall.
Nope, they're just gone.
Cool.
Make me a perception check.
6.
You're like, that's a lot of animals gone. Look at all this animal, no poop. Gone.
13.
Dianthus, you feel like there's eyes upon you. Timothy, you're making your way down this path. Do you want to do it stealthily or just want to be careful about
Yes.
Okay.
No, stealthily.
it? Make me a stealth check, please.
18.
Perfect. There's some very small rudimentary like snare trap stuff built in this, but it's so poorly made that you're just like, I might even make you roll. This is some, backwoods farmer shit. But also you notice this path moves into a briar, and the briar has been cut out, so it's almost like a hallway. And when you go through there, you end up in a small clearing. And the clearing has 5 small fields in it. And by small, I mean they're like very small compared to the other 5. Make me a nature check.
I got a 13.
kind of wander around and take a look at these things that are being planted. And you realize these are all herbs and substances that are used to make things like drugs and illicit magics.
Do any of them match the list of herbs that I need?
Yes, all of them.
I fucking knew it. I knew you were getting her drugs.
You're able to gather as much as you want, but also these 5 fields all look like they need to be harvested soon as well, or there's going to be no crop.
I'm going to get like 5 pounds of each one of them.
Yeah, you get 25 pounds of herbs, spices,
Good shit.
loaded into your backpack. Make me a perception check, please, Timothy.
16.
You catch a vibe that there's someone watching you. And as soon as like you stop and kind of scan the area, a bunch of forms run away deeper into the wood. Because you got the impression it was one, but it looks like there was more than one.
I am going to choose not to follow them currently.
That
Choice.
things happen when you split the party. You want to head back?
And
Tell everybody what.
yeah, I'm going to head back and tell them what I found and say, oh, by the way, there's, people running down into these woods here.
You do with that 16 perception, you do realize they were not people. They were halfling sized, maybe slightly smaller even.
So my size.
Yeah, they were your size.
I had one more thing I wanted to ask about the house that I'm looking at. Is there any signs of like forced entry if I like walk around the outside?
Yeah, definitely.
Like
You
broken window,
realize,
open door.
yeah, you look around and the locks and the windows have been broken, but everything's been put back rather cleanly, like they were
Trying to sort of cover their tracks or
a little
something.
bit.
Okay.
Make me an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. I'm a sorcerer. I don't really know much about this. I got a natural 19, so dirty 20.
It's like you get a feeling about magic, like almost like just like you can feel it's been used here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where, but Pass Without a Trace was definitely used in this area.
Okay, so I can kind of like just sort of getting a vibe of some kind of illusory magic sort of thing going on.
I'll go so far as to tell you it was Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Dianthus and Resny. Dianthus, you felt someone was. You always feel like somebody's watching you.
Oh no.
Yeah. So with like, okay, so if I have a passive perception of 12, would I feel that too, or am I just kind of too engrossed in my?
You're too engrossed, and there's no one watching you. You're in different areas.
Okay.
You're in a house, and they're in the barn.
Do I get a feeling of where I'm getting that feeling from? Like
No.
behind me,
No,
above me.
no. You just can feel eyes upon you.
I'm gonna like try to casually just look around as best as I can, like, oh boy, oh. Do I see anything?
No, but you do have that feeling in your gut that you're being watched.
I'm gonna stand kind of close to Resny and try to tell him quietly. Hopefully, no one can hear me. Just be like, "We're being watched." Just kind of walk away then. Different area.
You want to go to the other house?
Want
You want
to?
to go meet back up with Timothy? You want to go meet back up with Connor? What do you guys want to do? Want to?
This was Resny. Want to?
I mean, if no one else checked it out, we may as well.
You got to mean it when you say it. Want
I
to?
can't. My fingers have a hard time. Want to? A hard time. I have a hard time with that. I don't know what it is, but want to? We might as well go take a look. Yeah, we'll go wander over there. Do like a walk around first before we.
Okay. You walk around, and this one's odd because all the curtains have been pulled.
There's
You got
smoke coming from this one too.
No, you got me pulling curtains.
This is where they.
Would I have? Would we have like kind of cross paths as they were approaching that other?
Yeah, I mean you can come out and see.
Yeah,
them
I guess I'll just let them know what I've been seeing, and then whenever it's my turn again, I guess I'd like to try and go inside, like get in through the door or something, going through one of the open windows or something.
I mean, I don't think you should just walk in though. If the curtains are closed, it's
No,
generally...
and the one that I was checking out,
Oh.
I haven't actually been inside yet. I've just been
Okay.
looking around.
Oh, I thought you'd been inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just assumed you'd been
Oh,
inside
okay.
to see all
Right,
that
right.
stuff. So
That's totally fine then. Yeah, I guess I'll just let them know what I saw in the other one then. Just
Timothy, you're back about this point as well. So the four of you together.
All right. Yeah, and I'll explain everything that I saw down there, and then I got my herbs to give the lady.
people were taken or persuaded to leave during breakfast because the beds in that house are made. There's the teeniest remains of embers left. It looks like, from what I could tell, the food is about a week old and it's about half eaten. The beds are made. A couple of the chairs are chipped over. The locks have been forced. And from what I was able to, with the sort of being a sorcerer, I sort of get a feeling sometimes about magic. It felt like
More than a feeling.
Yeah,
It's more than
it's more than a feeling. It's true knowledge of. I think someone who's casting Pass Without a Trace here. So these people probably got abducted.
I could
Oh,
I could do that, but I haven't done it.
There's definitely something going on in the fields because it's all stuff that, it needs to be harvested. And there's obviously nobody here. And then the halfling-sized humanoids that saw me ran down into the forest further. So, I mean, maybe they have something to do with it.
Should
Do we-
we bother checking out this house, or should we go after him?
I feel like we should check out the house. Something feels weird.
Yeah, I think we should at least see if we can find a way to look inside. Just to make sure there's like nobody in there. Maybe somebody needs help.
I got a way to look inside.
I'm just gonna step back and let you do your thing.
So I can pass without a trace and poke my head through the wall.
You gonna phase through the wall?
Yeah, just like I'm assuming there's not windows on all sides, right?
There was one window on each side, but rather than having curtains that were open, the curtains are closed, and it looks like something's been been nailed above the curtains, like
Yeah, okay.
blankets. So it is blackout dark in there.
So I want to go to the wall where there's no windows.
There's a window on each wall.
So 3 out of the 4 walls have windows.
The building shaped like a rectangle. There's 4 walls. There's a window on each wall.
But then I'm assuming one wall has a door and a window then.
The back and the front both have a door and a window. So there's 2 doors in.
2 doors? Wow, that's weird. Okay, well, I'm going to go to a wall that has just a window then.
Okay.
I'm going to try to casually act like I'm walking around the building, and when I get past the window, then I'm going to get real close to the wall, and that's where I want to do it. I want to make them think that I'm still walking around.
Okay.
In
What do you
case there's
take?
someone in there.
Pass Without a Trace lets you phase?
So I have Merge with Stone, which lets me cast Pass Without a Trace once per long rest with no material cost.
I don't think that's what that does. Pass Without a Trace means you can't be tracked.
Yeah, it's a plus 10 to
Oh
your
shit!
stealth.
Never mind. That's right. I can't.
Yeah, it's
Merge
a plus
with
10
Stone
to
throws
your
me off.
stealth
That's
rolls.
right. Never mind. Did that wrong.
No, you're fine. It's just, I was like, holy shit, that's an amazing
No,
ability.
I forgot. I don't know why they call it Merge with Stone, but then you cast Pass Without a Trace. It's weird.
I think because you can literally merge with stone. And
Yeah,
just
you can
pass-
you probably can make yourself look like stone.
Yeah, so people wouldn't know you even walked by, and they would just walk by you.
Yeah, but why is it Merge with Stone, but then the spell component is Pass Without a Trace?
It's probably you're using the same components, but I don't care about components. So components are dumb.
Well, no, not components. I mean, that it literally just says it's called Merge with Stone, but it says can cast Pass Without a Trace. So try to figure out
Oh, it's probably a racial ability.
Yeah, that's what I was trying
Yeah,
to.
if you're an Earth Genasi, I think that's definitely something for that. I would think.
So they just gave you the spell ability and called it something else.
Yeah, that's what's weird.
Something more like thematic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Never mind. Can't do that.
Okay.
Well, then I will check the doors for any like traps left.
Make me a roll.
This is why you bring a rogue.
Yeah. Investigation, please.
I'm here for when things get loud.
17.
Definitely. The front door's definitely trapped. Very, very
Can I,
ingeniously trapped, in fact.
Mm.
Can I attempt? I'm going to attempt to undo the trap.
Okay. Sleight of hand, please.
$19.
It's a little more complicated than you thought, but yeah, you're able to do it. But you're like, oh, this trap's got some redundancies in it. Like this was made by someone who's got some skill.
It's my peeps, man.
That's another thing you realize that role is. This is definitely was put together by probably a halfling, just because the way it's laid out and the height it's laid out at, that big folk generally wouldn't think to do this, and that's why it's so dangerous.
10-4. I will pass that knowledge along. And ever so slowly open the door.
You open the door and it is black as night in there. It is just pitch black because there's been no light left in. With the light coming from behind you, there is a pile in the middle of the floor. Everything else has been piled in with this kind of almost like a pile of sheets or blankets in the middle, but there's also like the furniture has been kind of moved around it in a circle.
I'm going to cast light on my staff.
You could also just pull the stuff off the windows too.
No, I'm going to cast light on my
Okay,
staff.
fair. That's super D&D of me.
Let him do his thing.
You cast light
When-
on your staff. And
My
the
sorcerer
woman-
brother, I understand. When you want to cast a spell, you must just cast a spell.
I want you all to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh no.
good
Just
thing
roll
I
better than a 5.
I only have a +2 wisdom. I've got a 7.
That beats the 5 I needed.
Well, I got a 4 + 2, or a 4 plus 4. Yeah, so I got a 6. 4 plus
Still
2.
beats it by 1.
Woohoo!
19.
I've been getting couple really bad rolls here the last.
I also-
I've got 3 really bad rolls.
I also got a
Power.
6.
Passed it. Timothy, what'd you get?
Terrible roll.
16.
Nice. Timothy and Resny, you're not too like gut wrenched over this, but it is kind of disturbing. Someone has used the furniture to make an altar out of people.
Ew.
I was afraid of that.
Make me a religion check, everyone.
Natural
5.
1.
What'd you get, Resny?
5.
5?
I got a 19.
Oh, dang.
I got a 6.
I got a
Okay.
nat 1.
The rest of you are like, oh, God, this is just weird.
Got no
Dianthus,
wisdom. Got religion.
Oh,
Um,
that is awful.
You recognize there's a lot of symbols that have been drawn into the floor out of blood and excrement. And you recognize the symbol of Torog repetitively. But that's not what catches your eye. In the center of this altar made of people hanging upside down, arms kind of put out, you recognize a different symbol. You recognize a symbol of Zahir.
Who's here?
And when you recognize it, you notice that the stomach that it's carved on starts moving around.
Guys. You guys see that?
See what? Look at all of this.
Yeah, which thing would you like me to stop and see?
I say with my natural 1 on perception check.
I point out the dead body that's moving.
It's not moving, just its stomach is writhing.
Okay, I point
can I-
out the stomach that's writhing.
Ugh.
Can I cast Mind Sliver on it?
Sure. I mean,
What is
It needs
that?
to make a int save.
17.
If
Yeah,
I rolled
Let's
really
see.
well.
you did. Yeah, so it's just a cantrip, so it doesn't do anything.
It stops, and then all of a sudden you hear this cracking noise. Stops writhing. You hear this cracking noise.
I
Neck
move back.
bulges, and the mouth cracks open, and a massive snake slithers its way out of the mouth,
No,
down into the
no.
pile of bodies, and disappears.
that sucks.
I'm out.
That really sucks.
By the way, Timothy, when you came in after recognizing, like figuring out the trap, you figured out all the doors and windows were attached to triggers, and around this little altar of people were rudimentary explosives. So if you would have opened that up, this place would have
Boom.
boomed.
Right.
What do I know about Torog?
Torg is the king that crawls.
He came up last time somehow.
He's the god of torture, the god of the Underdark.
So would
I
it be a
believe you
bad idea?
guys may have dealt with a Torog cult last time.
Well, kind of, sort of.
And
Yeah, I have
The
Torag,
head-
the King that Crawls, written in my notes. So he
On
came
the-
up.
the cultist that the head cultist got away.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to remember, like, do I feel like lighting this whole place on fire would benefit Torog? Or, like, they don't, I'm assuming they don't have, like, a fire resistance kind of situation going on. They don't worship fire or anything like that.
Nope. This
Hey,
was just
guy.
trapped. You also know that Torog and Zahir are two different gods.
Okay, this feels really wrong. I just kind of want to burn it to the ground.
You can all make me a religion check to know what you know about Zahir.
Could I just a quick glance? Are any of these like nasty old runes and symbols written in primordial or giant?
Some of the Torog stuff is a mix. There's some giant and primordial in there.
Anything specific, or is it just sort of like
It's
Torog
just
is
it's just
horrible and-
it's just espousing Torog is number one. Torog is the best.
yeah, okay.
But
He's
it's also-
awful, and we should be really worried about him.
You're
Okay.
welcome, Resny.
He's
But it also
number
is
one. He's number one.
it's also espousing that these people were sacrificed to Torog, that their pain and suffering feeds him.
And I got a 15 on that religion check.
What everybody else get?
I got a dirty 20.
Oh,
18.
nice.
Can I have advantage since I did so well the first time?
Yeah. By the way, you guys all have one. or two.
Please, can I please have advantage?
Hey, I've learned sometimes all you have to do is ask, and
Yeah,
you never
sometimes all
know.
I do is point out I did.
That's
really
true.
well
As someone who DMs more than he plays, I will confirm that sometimes if people just ask, you do just give it to
I
them.
mean, if it makes sense, if it's like,
Yeah,
hey,
like,
I
you know what,
did
that's a
really
good
on this
point. Yeah,
previous
sure.
Religion check. Can it
I like
carry
to
over?
I like to mix it up with like throwing in like modifiers and stuff too sometimes because
I
sometimes I feel
should
like
do.
advantage
I
is
should
like,
do more than that, but they figured out mathematically that advantage is the same as giving somebody +2.
is it?
Yeah, so that's why they switched to advantage and disadvantage.
See,
And
I'll
it's
do, like-
more fun to roll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll just
that's
do,
fine. That was their
2
thought
plus 3 plus
process. Is
4.
people want to roll dice.
Yeah, that's true. Rolling dice is half the fun, or maybe
What'd
like
you get,
a
Dianthus?
quarter of the fun.
Ironically, I got another 19.
Nice. So you all find yourselves being somewhat familiar with Zahir. Zahir is the god of the Yuan-Ti and serpents.
Oh, good.
Deceit, control. It's one of the most ancient of the gods. Not to be confused, as you all know, with Dendar the Night Serpent, who is a primordial giant snake who wants to eat the sun.
Well, this is the first time I'm learning about him, so
Yeah.
that's fun.
He's an elder evil, and he's
Hey,
fucking
giant
terrifying.
snakes make for really great mythological villains. Who
Yeah,
would've
it's
thought?
like think the Midgard serpent, except for coiled around your whole universe.
Yeah,
Who's just like, oh man, that you know what'd be good? A sun right now. I'd love to eat a sun.
Speaking of snakes, this whole time I have had a Ray of Frost cantrip held in case the snake shows up again.
You're pretty sure it went down to the floor, so it's probably either under.
Maybe
the
just if
floorboard or
another
gone.
snake shows up, then
Yeah,
I've decided Connor doesn't like snakes, so Connor's got. I've got a Ray of Frost ready to go. So if I see a snake, I can slow it down and run away.
For the sake of my notes, can you spell Zahir?
Zehir.
Oh, I got it right.
I put an A instead of an E, but otherwise I got it.
I think I won the spelling bee.
Add to backstory. Hates snakes.
D&D spelling bee.
Deceit, though, like deceit, poison. Like I said, venerated by the Yuan-Ti as their primary god, which, by knowing that, you know the Yuan-Ti are serpent people.
Hey, real sad. I spelled Zahir right, but deceit wrong.
It's fair.
I don't understand.
I don't understand spelling.
I don't understand my
Timothy,
brain
do you want
sometimes.
to disarm all the traps? Just so
Yes.
no one stumbles in. Easily done.
Yep.
You've figured it out now, so you're like, okay, this is slightly difficult when I don't know what it is. When I know what it is, pretty easy.
Piece of cake.
Can we take
Right.
the explosives? I want the explosives.
You can take 4 explosives with you.
Yep.
We should all have an explosive.
You're not sure how you'd activate it, but
I
You
don't
never
if-
know. Everyone should have one just in case, unless you're afraid you yourself will explode.
Well, seeing
Yeah.
as I'm sort of worried that myself exploding, I have 2 grease bombs. So if
Probably should
I
give it-
explode, that's going to be a problem. So maybe somebody else should have mine.
I will hold 2 explosive devices. I don't even know what to call it.
halfling bombs. Just call them halfling bombs.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm gonna blow something up.
Yeah, I do not want one
Oh,
because I may
I'll
make
take
them
2
blow
of them.
up.
okay.
It's
I
also
don't
true
have
that
fire, so it's
the
really safe for
sorcerers-
me to have it.
sorcerers should not have explosives.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that's what we've learned here.
I don't normally have fire, but wild magic.
Wild magic.
Yeah, sometimes it just still
Oh.
happen.
Good point.
And I don't have
Well-
fire. I just have like lightning and snow and stuff. But lightning can start fires.
Well, lightning starts sparks.
Exactly.
Sparks means
Do you
fire.
know what
So,
Do you know what I see in our future? Me throwing up a bomb and you hitting it with lightning.
I could definitely make that. We could talk about this later. I have lightning lure, so you could like throw it and I could like pull it or something. Like we could.
This is the mashup we'll need.
There's potential. There's potential here.
this is the fastball special you've all asked for.
Yep, I've got right now. I've just got Thunderwave and Lightning Lure for lightning spells. But as we grow in strength,
So, do you want to head down the road to the next farm?
Or do we want to check out the path that the little halflings went down?
Do we know if the people who worship hit the wrong button? The people who worship Zahir, do we know if it's a particular race?
Yep, the Yuan-Ti.
The Auntie aren't little though, right? Trying to remember.
No.
but
No.
we did
Not
see.
normally, but there's this thing called Yuan-Ti purebloods they look like people.
There's also kobolds,
But nothing as small as what Timothy saw.
which could be a kobold, and kobolds, while not snakes, have scales, and kobolds will basically worship anything that's more powerful than them.
Is that something
It's not
Connor
wrong.
knows or something Mike knows?
That's something Connor is stipulating if that's all right.
I'm not going to tell you if it's right or wrong.
I'm thinking out loud.
I don't feel a need to go into the woods myself.
Alright.
But if other people feel motivated,
I mean, I'm pretty sure we found where all the people went.
They're
So,
furniture now, I guess.
Yes.
Does this look like it would be all the people that would live in these 2 houses?
Yes, this looks to be all the people that would live on this farm, all the men, women, and children who would have been on this particular farm.
Exciting.
Does
And
this look like something we should start on fire and then walk away from, like an epic band cover, album cover?
Do you want to burn down all these crops that need to be harvested?
No.
No, I just was
No,
thinking
no,
the
we shouldn't.
house with the
No.
bodies in it.
No, that sounds like a lot of fun, but the crops is a good point.
Well,
It's up to you. You do what you do.
They're drug crops.
There are five small fields of drug
Now-
crops.
I will say that I know I said earlier that you should always do drugs for the first time in a place that you're familiar with, but maybe
I'm just thinking if we just burn the house down, maybe we're putting the bodies to rest.
You can always take the bodies out, dig holes, and put them in them.
But
We
there
also
was
don't
a
have time for that.
snake underneath it. And we don't really have time.
Yeah, what if we
But-
pull out the bodies and there's a hole with more snakes?
Dianthus is really circle of life. She wants to make sure that when people are done with the process, they return back to the earth.
Does Dianthus want to burn down this house? Is that what you're telling me? You just really want to burn down this house?
I want to put the bodies
No,
to rest and
I
return
really
them
wanna
back to
burn
the
down
earth.
house.
I want to put them back to the earth.
Hey,
That's what she does.
I'm not playing, so it's up to you what you want to do.
I'm just saying
Maybe
that's
we
what you want to
do
do.
that on the way out.
that's their purpose. They're dead. They should go back to the earth.
That's
Yeah.
actually very fair.
I mean, this is very true, but
That can happen later.
did you say that there were some more like buildings nearby, Ben?
I said, did you want to go to the next farm? You knew there was two
There's another
farms.
farm.
Yeah, the next farm. There's more. Because here's the thing: what if we go to the next farm and find more body parts, and then
Then
we will
they-
have to do it twice?
Yeah, then they
could-
get returned to
Then we
the
have
earth
to
as
set
well.
food
But we could.
fire.
What I'm saying is we could save time
Oh.
and just maybe have to do it all at once instead of having to do it separate times.
Well, it's not like they're close by. Are you going to start a forest fire? I just want to do the bodies.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what? That's whatever. I'm fine. I'm cool with whatever. I'm not. I
It's
don't
up
have
to
a skin in this game. There's a hill that I do not care
If
about.
no one's going to stop me, I am going to start the bodies on fire and walk away.
Can
I'm
you
not
do a
going to-
controlled burn though, or are you just going to set literally
I
everything
will
on
make
fire?
a nature check.
I'll make a nature check.
I'm
You
gonna
make a
stand-
nature
I'm gonna
check.
stand on like the other side of the road. If there's like a dirt road,
She
I'm gonna
is a-
like.
She is a druid, so
Come on, dice.
But is she a good druid?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
just because she's a druid doesn't mean she's good at what she's trying to
no,
do.
I am a good druid. I have it. Well, first of all, I have a 0 in my nature, which is really funny. But I rolled an 18.
yeah, you figure out how to do this pretty easily.
Come on. Are you okay? Oh, come here, Puck.
So yeah, you
Is everyone okay?
Come here.
I hear someone asking if everyone's okay.
Go get him, Puck.
Oh, it's just the dog.
Oh, puppies!
Pups.
yeah, you're able.
Okay,
You're
I
able.
didn't sign up for this. Ouch.
You're a,
Ouch.
Now it sounds like not everyone's okay.
Things have gotten very
I
bad.
hear ouch.
the question was asked.
That's
earlier.
just the dogs walking on my wife.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it takes you about 10 minutes, but you're able to kind of figure out how you want to do it. You're able to burn the house down with the people
Yeah,
in it.
Monk.
See, Super Spike says I needed to burn it, so I did. Puppy, Benjamin, look, puppy.
Now, when
Aw.
you say burn down the house and the people in it, it kind of sounds like they're still alive. I mean, we know they're not.
No, the bodies. But mostly, I'm
bodies.
just mostly focusing on the body. If the house goes too, the house goes too. But
I mean, there were once people, but
just the bodies. I know. That's why they need to be returned to the earth so they can become people again one day.
The other plus side to this is that if Dianthus does burn the house down, we'll potentially also get rid of any more snakes.
Oh, that was
Oh
good,
my
Super
God.
Spike.
That was some fucking A levels shit posting there.
I mean, I
good.
hope
Spike,
they're not alive.
you have advantage on your next roll.
Who, me?
Super Spike does.
Super Spike. What's he rolling for?
even if he's playing another game with another DM, just
Yeah.
let him know.
Yeah,
Let him know,
you just-
Ben says.
It's a universal D20. He
Yeah,
can use
you
it whenever,
get-
for whatever he
you
wants.
get that advantage, my friend.
Oh my God,
Oh.
Miss Shaggy's following it up. Come on.
Dynamic duo here. tonight.
Oh, so good.
All right.
Anyways.
Yeah, you were able to handle that business pretty easily.
Yeah.
And the next farm is not that far down the road.
Fun.
I feel so much better that they've been
Laid to
turned to
rest.
the earth, laid to rest.
So this farm's a little bit different in its layout. It's all like connected. There looks to be kind of like a mill, a barn, and then like a big home, but they all are all kind of attached by throughways. Make me a perception check.
What do you mean by throughway? Like a building throughway, or like
Yeah, like a hallway that goes from the
Okay.
outside between buildings.
I got a 13.
8.
18.
dirty 20?
Dang. Dianthus and Timothy, you immediately see this. The barn door is about a quarter of the way open. You see a form hanging,
Exciting.
but you
Oh,
also see
crap.
it being cut down.
Oh no!
There is a group of what looks to be kobolds trying to cut this hanging body down.
Why? Is it a what kind of body is it's hanging?
It looks like a human body.
Are there any windows not by the door?
Windows in the barn? No.
Second floor.
There is a opening, but it's the barn door's massive. It covers all of it. They're like two gate doors.
Okay.
It's just slightly ajar. I'm assuming Timothy and Dianthus were like, "Hey, look at that
Yeah.
freaky business."
Why would a kobold be cutting down someone that's hung?
Maybe.
There's multiple kobolds trying to cut it down. Trying is the opposite.
Like trying to climb up to cut it, or like trying to climb up the body.
Like they're in the loft trying to hold each other over to be able to saw it
Oh,
off.
One of
Not-
them holding the other by the
Yeah.
ankles. The other guy, okay,
It
yeah,
looks
yeah, yeah.
precarious at best.
It's
Oh,
not
I was
three
thinking
kobolds in a
kobold.
trench coat.
Kobold ladder, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
what I was thinking. Kobold ladder.
Can
Nate and
I
I got it.
draw my crossbow and take a pot shot?
Hey, do they look
Yeah, they
armed?
can. They are not paying attention. You have the drop on them. You can have advantage on a shot from afar. But,
Can-
yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do they just real quickly? Do they look like they've got any weaponry or anything on them other than just like little shitty daggers or something?
Make me an insight check.
Insight. Okay,
Spike says we need
No.
more fire.
dude, I got an 8. I'm rolling not great tonight.
I will. Everybody needs more fire. No, they don't appear to have any weapons on them. They appear to be carrying common tools, and they appear to be dressed in rags.
Okay.
What are the chances
Slaves?
they're there to help and they are not the reason the body was up there?
Well,
I
if
don't
they're
know if they
cutting
could
it
hang that
down,
body.
if they're cutting it down, they're probably not the people who put it there.
Is
maybe
this
we-
an interesting human kobold commune?
Maybe we don't murder them?
I mean, we could not do that. But they're kobolds.
I love that
mean,
answer was like, I mean, we could murder
I
them.
was contemplating maybe trying to like grab the saw or whatever they're using to cut the body down with the lightning lure, but that could potentially kill a kobold, I think. And I don't want to just open up by murder.
We could just
We-
go knock on the
we
door.
come in pieces. We come in peace. You go in pieces.
I think Super Spike is trying to turn me into a murderer.
I think Super Spike is all into turning us all into murderers.
We are not murder hobos yet.
No.
Not,
Not
yet.
yet.
Give
Yet.
us time.
Yet
We
is
haven't we
the-
haven't crossed that threshold yet.
Wait till we
okay?
get past level 1. I mean,
Yeah, if we tried to be murder hobos now, we would be the ones getting murdered. A good murder hobo knows their limits.
Yeah, we're
how
just
bad would we
hobos.
scare them if we walk up to the door?
Depends on how stealthy
You can't be a murder hobo if you're dead.
I'm not stealthy, but I know someone who is.
I certainly am also not. I say as I look down at Timothy.
I mean, we could start out with murder or just not.
Let's just give it a minute.
I mean, maybe we
So
just.
you want me to go check
out
to see
to 'em?
what they're doing or what?
Yeah, yeah.
Timothy woke up this morning and chose violence.
No,
Go
given the
see
line
if-
of work that we've chosen, that's fair.
Yeah, it is.
Go see if they chose violence, Timothy, or if they're just trying to be helpful.
I got a 19 on stealth.
These kobolds, these four
Actually.
kobolds, are very enraptured with trying to cut this person down. They have no idea you're there. You could go up behind them and pick their pockets if they had pockets, and they wouldn't even know their pockets got.
So would they look like? Do they look like farmhand type tools?
No,
or-
they look like they've been living hard for probably a month. They're a little emaciated. They look bad. They look like
So
they've
they're
been
hungry.
destitute
They're
is a good word.
Hungry and human hanging is free lunch.
I was just gonna ask.
You
do
don't
they
know-
eat people?
That's sort of what I was thinking.
You don't know that for sure, but
I don't know what kobolds eat, but they may be the sort of thing that doesn't care.
Well, we don't know anything because we're not there.
I mean,
oh,
Oh my goodness.
John Senegar.
I,
do you wanna
I
do?
guess geez. I mean, if we're not going murder hobo, then I guess we're gonna go like just say, can I help you with something?
Well, it's up to you. You're the only
you're
one
to say
there.
it?
You could tell us. We
Yeah,
have to
I'm
go
gonna
murder
say
hobo.
it.
What
It's-
language?
yep,
What
I'm gonna
do you
say
say it in common?
Let's see, what do I got first? Languages.
Otherwise, I mean, they speak Draconic.
I also have a horn as a piece of thing in my inventory.
I got common, deep speech, halfling, and undercommon.
You tell me what language you want to use.
Let's try undercommon.
Okay. You say, "Can I help you?" And they all just stop. And as one, all four of them turn around and look. One of them that was being held up and was sawing falls all the way down to the bottom.
Oh,
The other
no!
two like scramble and fall like on their butts, and they're just like they're shaking. They're terrified of you. And for the bottom and undercommon, you hear, "Ouch!"
I'm gonna like have the rest of the party come in because, like, I mean, at this point they're not attacking me, so I'll ask them what they're trying to accomplish here. Like, what are you trying to get
They
out
all
of this?
look at the slightly bigger one, stands up and tries to put his rags back in some semblance of looking like in undercommon. He tells you, we were kind of slumps his shoulders. Gustav Olaf sometimes gave us food.
Oh,
His family had been giving us food since I was an egg. Whenever Gem Crust would come, sometimes my clan would come and help harvest the mushrooms below. But we came and looks over the ledge at the body that has now fallen.
so you're laying him to rest then.
Family's all gone. We can't find them. We didn't take any of the food. We did not
Oh,
steal.
I'll actually pull that pack of food that the
Glenda gave you.
gave me, and I'll hand it over to him.
He looks at you like, or excuse me, Gelda, not Glenda. He looks at you like terrified, like he's not sure if he's afraid. You can tell. I won't even make you roll. You can tell he's terrified that he'll step in to grab it and you'll kill him.
I'm gonna make sure that like I'm not making any quick movements. I'll even set it on the ground and back away from it.
He like crawls up, grabs it, his eyes never leave you, and he slides it back to the other kobolds there. And then he yips at them in a language you don't understand. And they kind of clumsily climb down out of the loft the hard way because they don't want to go to the ladder because it's past you.
I'm going to ask him if he has any idea who did this to the what was his name? The farmer.
Sven Olaf.
Sven.
I know I should have led with the appellation, but I'm saving it for other things. We went to the warrens of our fathers, but they were flooded. And we went to the old mine to hide, and they were there. And they killed many of my people.
Can you describe them?
He points right at you.
Halflings.
3. And a dwarf. And 3 humans. And then another halfling came. And she convinced them to take those of us who stayed and sacrifice to the crawling one. We fled. There were only 12 of the fire claws left.
Fire Claws would be your clan.
He stands up straight and he pulls aside one of the rags, and you can see a flaming claw that has been, it's literally still, it stays glowing, that's been kind of tattooed into his upper pec.
Well, we've been sent to investigate what's going on here because the farmers have not been harvesting crops to bring back to town. So
He points back towards the to the farm you came from. He said, "All dead."
Yeah, we found them. We put their bodies to rest already.
Olaf family gone, not dead. Just Sven.
Do you know where they were taken to?
He looks at you, and you can tell he's trying to suss out whether he can trust you. And he kind of takes a big sigh, and he walks right up to you, and he grabs your hand and leads you down the ladder and out of the barn. And when he sees Resni, Dianthus, and Connor, he kind of swoops behind you like, oh shit.
I'm just going to kind of give him a reassuring pat, like these people are okay type of a.
He kind of looks up at you, and he kind of sighs this sigh of relief, and he goes, "No gray eyes. They all have gray eyes."
I guess I don't know if this matters or not, but Connor kind of has blue-gray eyes, and I don't know if that would be enough to get a reaction out of them.
Not really. I mean, you're not a halfling.
Fair enough. Yeah, just being storm sorcerer and all.
So he kind of
gray and blues.
He kind of like, again, you can tell like he sent all that food with his 3 cohorts. He still has not eaten, and you can tell though he's very determined to show you because of the food you gave him. He walks and he's able to show you a path that has definitely been magically altered to not appear, but he physically saw them leave that way. And he kind of tells you they walk this path to Old Mine. People afraid of this old mine, but nothing to be afraid of. Dwarves left long, long, long ago. Many clutches ago.
And you've been down in the mine?
We used to retreat there when Gemcrust would come, but someone has flooded the mine. Our safety warrants flooded.
And now this other group is using it for other purposes?
They take the building and they bring people by force. The woman
Well, thanks for all.
The woman halfling, she marks the mark of the king that crawls everywhere. I fear that my clutchmates that were taken were sacrificed.
Well, I think we're going to look into this a little bit further, and if we find some of your clutchmates, we will bring them back.
As you guys are walking towards kind of the edge of the wood on this path, you look and you can see further back in the trees, in the high grass, these other like 13 to 15 kobolds that are all that's left.
So I'll say to the group, does Husk want us to look further or just tell them about this?
I mean, he wasn't very... He just wanted us to find out what was going on, so...
Well,
Cag looks at you kind of as you're conversing, and you can tell it's taken him a while to process the common you're speaking. But he looks and says, but Olaf, they alive when taken.
His family was alive when they were taken.
All of them. Sons, daughters, wife. All alive. Boy's too small to fight.
Oh man, now there's kids, guys. We gotta go help.
well, I was going to say that we still don't really know exactly what's going on. We know that some people drove the kobolds out of their lair, but we still don't know why.
Again, it takes a while. He said Gemcrust drive out of lair. They drive out of old home. Safe place.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that was what we were coming to look at, but we don't know anything about these.
He reaches up and grabs Timothy. He takes your hand and he walks you right to the edge, like squatting down in the high grass, and shows you. And you see this old, like abandoned mining structure. And when you're looking at it, it's like a tower built beside a river, and the tower like has platforms, and then you can see the winching system that goes straight down in the shaft. And in front of this structure, there's an encampment, a bonfire, some bedrolls, and in fact, while you're standing there, and Cag is being relatively quiet. Oh, excuse me. Whew. You can see that in this little encampment, there are a few humans and a few goblins.
Any banners?
No banners.
Ones we've previously seen?
No, this is...
So this kobold really wants us to go after the family members.
He just... You can tell he's... I mean, you know what? Make me an insight check. That's a fair question.
15.
You get the impression that his onus and concern is if you don't go soon, there won't be a family left.
Right.
Now, that being said, You also have the option of going back to Restwell, getting more forces and coming back in mass. But at the meantime, what do you do with these, 14 to 16 kobolds?
Kobolds, right? They will they fight with us?
They're in no shape to fight.
Hmm.
They basically
That's
are
right,
utilizing rudimentary tools you think they've probably raided over time or maybe had given to them. Like when you met them, they were literally carrying a saw, like
Right.
a wood saw to cut the rope. You see like a wooden hammer. You see some very rudimentary tools that they've got, but they don't have a pot to piss in. And most of them look like they haven't eaten in a while.
Is there a way we can do this without starting a fight?
Well, we could try because I guess where I'm thinking of, where I'm coming from on this, is that who's sent us out here to find out why these crops weren't coming in, and I guess I don't know if we have an answer to that, right? Like we know there's some
Right.
stuff going on here. We know that these people are being kidnapped.
Well, you're pretty sure the reason the crops aren't coming is because they're dead or kidnapped.
Right, but like we don't know why the people are being killed. So
Yes, but
We don't have
is
to-
it more important to know that or to help the innocent people?
well, what I'm saying, maybe what we do is we go in and try and save the family and see what we can find out while we're in, instead of committing to like a full purge of whatever lair these creeps have hidden here. And
That's
then
what I'm saying. Can we get the family out without starting a fight?
well, we may have to fight, but if we can just get the family out, we can.
We have bombs for distractions.
I've got grease to make fires bigger, potentially.
that. Somewhere else.
Yep, block
Hopefully
the way.
lure them over there.
I mean, these goblins and humans are all sitting around a campfire, so you could.
And the thing is about grease fire, like a grease fire, is that once that grease is gone, the fire will stop. So we can, light a nice little bonfire down in the pit there, let it burn out, and maybe go inside. Or if there are screams, we'll lure other people out to us, and we can set an ambush for them.
One thing you do realize when you're looking over there, Timothy, there are no halflings outside.
Okay. So, and I'm going to just
Or
verify
dwarf.
with
Because he also
Cruzaz,
mentioned there was a dwarf involved.
one dwarf, that those are some of the people that kidnapped the family.
How far below us are they?
They're not so much. They're kind of in a bit of a dip of a valley, but it's not terribly far. I mean, you could get there probably in a turn. You're just kind of hiding on the edge of the wood.
Sure. I guess what I'm wondering is if, depending on what we decide to do here, I could try and lightning lure one of them in and make it kind of a hostage thing. Like, look, who the fuck are you people? Tell us, or so-and-so gets it.
We don't know how many of the other ones there are, though.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know where they are.
Are they
really,
are
to
they
be
hired
honest.
hands? Are they cultists?
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. We should, if we can, we should see if we can clarify who these people are before we decide whether we're going to try and lure them away or just set them on fire or whatever. But that might not be possible.
Well, you do have a rogue.
Sneaky, sneaky.
This is
Rogue.
true.
So
Rogue's got a
can
rogue.
sneak up and listen to chat.
Give me that stealth check.
Yeah, do a little eavesdrop action. I think that's a good idea.
18.
You're able to pretty easily army crawl slowly. One thing you notice is Cag, as soon as you start to crawl out past the tree line, he steps back in a way like, I want no fucking part of this. You crawl up. You have to stop a couple times because you're worried they heard you. But you're able to get relatively close beside some rotted log. Looks like it was probably been there for a while and kind of settle in a good angle. And you can hear hear these 3 humans and these 2 goblins, and they're just kind of bitching about coin. And the goblins are kind of, you get the impression they're maybe deserters from somewhere, because they keep talking about their time in the military. But the 3 humans just appear to be rabble. I mean, basically highwaymen.
Picked up off the street.
Especially since they're bitching about money.
I know we asked about banners, but is there any kind of iconography on like their armor or anything? Okay,
These guys are straight up like hired thugs.
Just wearing kind of whatever they've got available.
Yeah, piecemeal armor that is probably bits and pieces taken off other people.
Okay.
Hired thugs. All right. Well, I've seen enough. I'm going to sneak back and
make me another stealth check.
16.
Ooh, that one got a little close. In fact, that you're going like one of the goblins kind of stands up and raises a bow and kind of looks around. The other one goes, "What? I smelled something. Sweet like halfling meat." And she sat down. Gee, just eat your rations like the rest of us. And he kind of plops down. And you can hear them bitching and moaning, and you crawl your way back up to the tree line.
All right. Well, it looks like these guys are just hired hands. So, I mean, in all likelihood, they have no information.
Make
for
me
us.
perception check, everybody.
Oh my god, dude.
16.
6.
16 as well.
Dirty 20.
16 and a 20, you see a dwarf walk out of the building towards them. They all got kind of stand up and not to attention, but like, oh shit, the crumbs off. And he throws down a bunch of wine bags, and they all kind of look, and he kind of barks at them. And the big thing you notice though is behind him, sticking its head out from the door, is a warg. He walks over to the fire pit, pulls a big hunk of meat on a bone. You're not sure what kind of meat it is, and then tosses it to the warg, and they walk back inside.
But so when he walks up to the fire, I'm going to say to Connor, is now a good time for a grease bomb?
I was thinking the same thing, and I kind of just like really quickly look at everybody else, like just to see if I get a confirmation, and I just like start reaching into my bag.
Could go here without, can't speak.
Okay.
How many of the innocent people are around the fire?
Nobody. It's just
They're hired
hired
hands.
hands.
Oh, they're all hired hands.
They're all
Okay.
hired hands.
Then yeah, might as well.
All right. I'm gonna throw one of these grease grenades. It's a 1d20 plus 5 feet.
kept making me a basic ranged attack.
Okay, so just with my dexterity then.
Mm-hmm.
Any chance I can also throw a halfling bomb at the
That's
same time?
I got a 14.
You can just make me a basic ranged attack.
Cross your fingers, guys. 14.
Yeah. 14.
So you both lob, and there is a the fuel. I can't remember what we even call them. The oil grenade. The grease
halfling
grenade,
bombs.
Grease bomb.
Grease grenade
Grease
hits
bombs.
first,
Okay.
Grease grenade.
and you just do this whoosh.
Is this 1d20 plus 5? Is that a radius or diameter?
That would be. We'll call that the radius.
Okay, I got 13 feet.
You got everybody at the warg.
Ah, fuck! That's the one I really wanted to get. All right.
Barely misses the warg.
All right, well, we still got a whole bunch of the other guys. All right, yeah. And as far as my thing doesn't do any damage, but
So they will all
Yeah.
make saving throws to avoid being caught completely on
okay. So I only
fire.
have one grease grenade left.
Just lots of screaming bodies going, ah!
Ooh, that's a lot of single digit.
This
numbers.
sets it up perfectly because I've got I can tell them to chill because I've got some cold
Chill.
spells,
No, don't tell them to chill. Let them burn to death.
None of them
but I
say.
could do both.
None of them
Oh.
saved. So that means the
Suckers!
explosive grenade goes next. And it hits and it detonates. So I would like
God, I hope it doesn't detonate like to where we're at. I don't really know the range of these things.
you to roll me 10d6.
Whole.
Damn, I used my action this round, I suppose.
Mhm. This gets to the warg as well. And the warg did not save on their saving throw.
I didn't bust out all my dice. I only have 3 on me, so. Oh god, fancy dice. Oh. So we're at 14. Oh god, I'm rolling really well. 30. 40.
42.
42.
This incinerates everyone except for the dwarf.
Again, Connor calls out,
What about the warg?
Suckers!
The warg as well. The
Oh
warg
shit.
burns. The only thing you see left is this dwarf who is literally walking through the fire to the explosion in the direction it was thrown.
Wait, through the fire?
Is he
Beard,
within 60
beard
feet?
burning, armor
Oh
gleaming
shit, he's
red,
gonna be pissed.
He's so mad.
marching
All of
at
us by
you.
himself.
I am saying now. Yes, within 60 feet.
Wait, what did he
All
say?
right.
Within 60 feet.
No, what did he say?
I could say it now.
Like, yeah,
See it now.
Connor's super just like standing up.
I cast Mind Sliver. So it's a int save.
Connor is dumb and 20.
Oh, this guy's got a negative int. So yeah, no, they do not. I don't. I know a 12 isn't going to save. So
Nope, it's 15. So I rolled a 6, so that's 6 psychic damage. And he'll subtract a d4 from his next save.
he like grabs his head and like stumbles for a second, shakes his head off, and keeps. And now he just sprints at you. He is charging your group.
Oh,
Tight.
shit.
Draw the crossbow and shoot at him.
So he
Perfect.
just took
Do you want to roll an ish or are we just going?
like 40 damage.
42 plus 6. He took 48
42.
points of damage.
All right.
Do we get to go again? Because I have something.
Yeah,
Nope.
but-
Brian, or excuse me, Timothy can get his shot off, but everybody else is gone this round.
yeah.
He will be there at the end of this round.
Oh boy. Okay. That's what I was going to ask. How far away is he? Because that will affect my next spell.
We got a 23.
23 hits.
Nice. I think it's the highest roll of the evening so far.
And it will be 8 points of damage.
Ooh. So it's 56. Okay. He's not looking. I mean, he doesn't look good, Resny. He does not look good at all,
Yeah.
but he is in full blown berserk mode.
Is he wearing
Um,
metal armor?
Chainmail. He's mainly wearing.
Are
or
you
was
in
wearing,
MFT?
or was wearing wolf skins and a helm that was made of a wolf's head, but it's all been burned.
Burn down.
Oh, you lost your cool armor, asshole.
So he is going to make his 2 attacks with his battle axe because he's up in your faces.
Tight.
On who?
That's what we're going to find out.
Okay.
So it'll be Timothy 1, Resny 2, Connor 3, Dianthus 4. I'm going to roll twice on a D4, and that's who's getting the action. So 2 and 1.
Shit.
So Timothy and Resny. He has an ability where when he makes melee attacks, he gets advantage on them. So I'm going to roll advantage on my attacks
Is
first.
he like going reckless or something here?
Reckless it is.
Yeah.
All right.
So
He's a
Timothy first.
barbarian. I thought he might.
Timothy does. Oh God, I rolled real bad. Does a 15 hit?
1 second. I gotta find the.
Well, you figure that out,
Oh.
Resny.
15's my AC.
It
so
does it. Resny does an 11 hit. I rolled just
It doesn't.
Hits up
But
on all of these.
since he did hit Timothy, I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs as a
Oh,
reaction.
you son of a silvery barbs! Really, this is what we're doing with our lives now.
It is. So yeah, roll. It says re-roll the d20. I don't know if that means you get to re-roll with advantage.
We'll just re-roll because I rolled with advantage and my other dice missed. I'm just going to roll the hit.
Okay. And
We're all
you got to
good
use
with
the
that?
lower.
Yeah.
Yep.
I rolled way better.
All right. So you
Still
still
hit
hit
a
him.
24. So yeah. You're going to take a whopping. I didn't roll my damage very well. You're going to take 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
Level
I'm gonna
1,
give-
that's a lot.
I'm going to give myself advantage on my next attack roll from that Silvery Barbs.
Okay. I'm going to pause for a second. I need water desperately. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
8 hit points is almost all my dice, so I'm
I got-
glad
I got 10 hit points. That would have almost killed me.
Ooh, I have 14.
I got 13 hit points, so yeah, it damn near killed me.
I'm a
Jeez.
sorcerer with a high constitution, and I got 10. Constitution and charisma are both 18 for me. I was thinking, depending on what happens and what the turn order is going to be, and what Ben does, or what he how he interprets this, I was going to try and lightning lure this guy and maybe get you guys both attacks of opportunity against him. Maybe you could kill him.
I can also. Wait, Nate, you're a
Storm
small.
sorcerer.
Yeah, I'm small.
small size though.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because as I'm a Lightfoot halfling, so I can hide behind anybody that's a larger creature than I am.
I'm medium.
So
Yeah.
and as soon as I can hide behind someone, I can sneak attack. So, or I guess if flanking too, I get sneak
Right.
attack.
Yeah, I
as
was
well,
gonna.
so.
Yeah, or the other thing I was thinking, I could do frostbite, and give him disadvantage on his next attack.
All right. I'm going to let you guys decide who goes first in your group. Just you all go before him.
Mhm.
I'm going to say. So we're not going to worry about rolling initiative.
All right.
I have
I'll go
a
first.
I have a dexterity of 15.
Oh.
If,
I mean,
I
no,
don't know, if that's something you want, because I really do not care.
I take that back. We are going to roll an ish.
All right.
My bad. The roll an ish.
18.
Because he's up there now. I'm going in 3.
6. I've been getting 6s a lot tonight.
Still going before 3.
14.
So far it's
16.
Resni. What'd you get, Dianthus?
16.
So it would be Resni, Dianthus, Timothy, Connor, and then the dwarf.
An angry man. Angry Bernie man.
All right.
He may not make it through this
Nope.
round.
Hope not. I'm going to
Yeah.
cast Shocking Grasp.
Nice.
Since he has chain, I get advantage.
Good choice with the lightning. Connor approves.
So that is 22 to hit.
That hits.
Yep. D8 is around here somewhere. 7 damage.
He's still there. Not by much.
Okay. He can't take reactions until the start of his next turn.
He's also minus 4 on his saves.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're stacking effects on this poor bastard.
Yep.
We did kill all of his buddies.
And then I'm going to move back 30 feet because he can't do anything about it.
Nope. Okay, Dianthus.
Well, so he's looking real bad.
Well, yeah. What was that?
Well, my original plan was to cast Entangle. He's really strong, though, so there's a chance he could bust out of it. And if he's looking real bad, maybe I should just hit him. Is kind of what I was thinking.
He's not going to be able to break out of it until his turn.
And if he's restrained, does anyone get any advantages to that?
Yeah, they would get
Let's-
advantage on their attacks.
But the thing is, if he saves, then he won't be. And then did I waste a turn?
You could always just try to smash him, kill him.
Well, I have poison spray, and that potentially could do more damage than smashing him. So I'm gonna poison spray him.
Oh, and Super Spike says, when in doubt, throw them druid hands.
Right?
What's my saving throw on that?
You get a lot of slivers.
Poison spray is a Constitution saving throw.
Minus a D4.
You want to roll the d4 for me, Nate?
I would love to.
Roll it real high, Nate.
Halfway there, it's a 2.
So he has a 14 save because his con's +4, but -2, so 2.
My DC's 13.
Oh, so close. You like hit him with poison spray and he just walks right through it. His armor sizzling and burning. His little pock marks on his face are popping and then
Yeah,
nothing's happening.
he's melting.
Well,
Right.
shoot. Sorry, guys.
It's
That's okay.
Crooked yellow teeth.
Should have went with my first gut instinct.
Timothy, you're up.
I will. How close to? He just attacked me, so he's
Yeah,
right on
you guys
top
are.
of me.
He's in melee with all of you, except for Resny because he backed up.
Mm-hmm. He can't take a reaction.
drop.
No, okay, then Lightning Lure wouldn't have done anything.
He can't take a reaction to me either.
Nope.
Nope.
Resny.
All right, so then I'm gonna-
this turn.
I'm gonna back up 30 feet and shoot him with my crossbow again.
Fair. You're like nope. Pink.
That sounds like
Is there
something I
any?
should have
Is there
done.
any? Is there any cover? Being that I'm a small.
Yeah, you could find cover. I'll say you could have backed up
Okay.
as well, Dianthus. I'll let you
Yeah.
react. I'll let you retcon that you did back up.
Yeah, he needs to come to me if he wants me.
So if he's in combat with or in melee with everybody, then then I
Currently
can
just
use my sneak attack.
Currently, just with Connor, you would get to use.
But I would still be able to get to
Yep,
use
you
sneak
would
attack.
still get
then.
sneak
Yeah.
attack.
Okay. So we'll do that. Back up 30 feet, crossbow, sneak attack.
This might be the swan song for
32. 22. Sorry, not 32.
hit?
22.
Yeah.
32 would have been amazing.
Just
Go to hit.
take his head
And-
off.
8 on the crossbow with another 4 for the sneak attack. So 12 total.
You move backwards and then kind of tumble into cover and raise up your crossbow, and you kind of watch him as he opens that yellow teeth maw and barks at all of you, as calling you cowards and dwarvish, and you stick your bolt right in the back of his throat. And he takes 2 steps forward with his axe at you, Connor, and then chokes and coughs, and then just blood pours out of his mouth and the hole that's sticking out of the back of his head, and he falls down dead.
Can I, as he's like clearly about to topple over, can I just like one finger push his forehead so he falls backwards?
You can be like, pink.
Damn, we're a good team.
I didn't do anything. So nice work, guys.
I tried.
Well,
I did throw. We threw
we threw the
bombs.
bombs.
You
We threw
guys
the
threw the
bombs.
bomb.
We literally killed everybody else. So
I mean, can you imagine that fight if we would have had like all those other people and that dude?
yeah, that would have
They
been
would
bad.
be dead.
Oh boy.
I mean, I have a thunder wave. I could have messed a whole bunch of them up, but
So what would you like to do? Because
Does
definitely you've lost the element of surprise.
yeah, can
The front of the remain of the building, of the mine shaft building, is slowly burning.
still burning. Okay, can we give it like a couple minutes and see if anybody comes outside?
Yeah.
Let's find cover.
Yeah, definitely.
You can stay in the cover you have. You wait. No one comes outside.
Okay.
The outside of the building is smoldering. But
So there's going to be at least 4 halflings, and I'm guessing the 3 humans were not part of that group.
well, there were 4 halflings. There was the 3 men, and then
Right.
the one crazy woman.
Right. That's what I'm saying. A minimum of 3.
A
So-
minimum of 3. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just to be safe, we just assume that the people that you were told about are all still alive except for the dwarf. You know,
Right.
these guys could have been
Yeah.
like extra, just totally,
Yeah, that's-
completely separate hired hands.
Well, and then they had the warg in there too, which we were never told about.
Yeah, so they
who
may
knows
even
what
have,
else is
there
in
may
here.
even be one or couple.
He
more
did. He did. Tag did mention the warg.
Okay.
Did he mention that like he knew if there was just one, or are we looking
He'd
potentially?
only seen
running
the
into-
one, the
Okay.
one with the dwarf.
So we should just maybe assume that we, just to be safe, that we'll run into like maybe one more. But hopefully,
Yeah, at a very minimum, where there's 4 halflings, 3 humans, and maybe another warg.
All right. Well,
But-
just
Right.
stick our noses in and see if anything tries to bite it off.
We can try.
Yep.
Or do we try to sneak around and try to find a back
sneak in
entrance or
there.
something? Yeah.
Did anybody need a healing potion? That's also another thing.
Oh yeah, I should probably take one of
Anybody need
those.
to heal
Seeing
up?
that I took eight slashing damage. Yeah, I'll down one of the healing potions.
How are you, Resny?
I didn't get touched.
You didn't get touched? Okay. Neither did I. I just want to make sure.
Same.
You guys headed down the hill towards the building.
Mm-hmm. And I'm
I
gonna,
mean, trying to stay out of any line of like arrow sight and whatnot, you know.
yeah, I'll. In addition to keeping one hand free for spell casting, I'm gonna actually pull a dagger out of my boot and just have that ready.
So you're making your way down, and you hear a bunch of noise behind you.
Oh,
Back the way we
Christ.
came in.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Is it the kobolds?
It is.
Oh,
Sweet.
They're
Okay.
grabbing all the stuff that the dwarf had, and they're putting it on Cag.
Oh shit.
nice.
And he is
He's gonna
following
have a
behind-
crispy wolf armor
He's
helmet.
following behind you.
Oh shit.
Oh.
He's got
Okay.
he can't carry the battle axe, but he grabs the hand axe and the spear. He's got the burnt up shield and the still smoldering chainmail, which doesn't seem to bother him at all.
You know, I never thought a kobold would actually look extremely badass, but here we are.
Well, it was a burning hands claw symbol, right? So
He's
Yep.
of the Fireclaw tribe.
fire claw.
So he's got some sweet burned wolf armor and stuff now. It's appropriate.
He just kind of follows behind you, kind of skulkingly.
Coming with.
He looks at you and he nods.
Nice.
Good to have you. And I guess I'll take lead.
Super Spike. Shane the battle axe is just going to waste though.
Yeah, what do you want? I got a -1 to my strength. So
Me too.
This is not the group for battle axes.
yeah, we're not
No.
battle axes here.
and your new frontline meat shield is a kobold.
I mean, I carry
And
a
now
mace.
nutrition kobold.
I
I
carry
have
a
3
mace. What
daggers.
else is that?
I've got 3 daggers and some spells.
All
And,
right.
Battle axe may weigh more than I do.
It may
got a
weigh
mace and a
more than
staff,
Cag
so-
does. So
Yeah.
Cag cruises up in the back
Oh,
with
sorry. Anyways, more
Timothy, and
than
you guys make your way to the door. It's this big, massive doors. There's a lot of like wood inlaid with dwarven construction, and when you get up there, you can actually see the platforms, like the sorting platforms, and then towering up is the actual supports for the shaft. And this is like kind of a cross between like a tower and a outbuilding attached to this. It's not very big.
is it like pitch black in here?
No, it's still daytime.
Oh, I guess I wasn't.
Yeah, no, it's
far we were
still
in the-
daytime. You can see over, like, there's a river, and
Oh, okay. I thought we were like
Connor-
in a tunnel or something.
yeah, Connor and Dianthus recognize that river as the one that you traveled down previously when you went underground.
I didn't. I haven't been underground.
You weren't a part of that group that went and dealt with
This is only my
Orog?
second session.
I thought you both were there for that.
No,
with
I only
second
was there for
John
the wagon
Senegar and Tybalt.
Nope.
Okay. So you come into that kind of front area, and it's got a flat roof, and then it goes up a little bit, and there's another flat roof, and it's kind of the staging area where things are kind of brought up from the mine. these buildings are pretty sparse. This is where the explosion went off. In front of. Oh, excuse me. This building is directly attached to a series of rods and cogs to the wheel, the water wheel attached to the river. When you walk in, it's kind of a open hall type building, and then it closes up and you walk in, and then there's a tower-esque kind of 3 stories open, and then you can see the shaft. I would like you all to make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that is a 19.
I got a 16,
Oh
but only because I rolled a 15.
9. Dude, I'm rolling really bad tonight.
I got a nat 1.
Ooh.
Okay.
We all have inspiration, right?
Yep, you do have inspiration, so you can re-roll that dice if you so choose.
I think I will.
Yeah, I think I will this time too.
I had an inspiration save from last time, so
Oh, that's a little bit better.
Thanks
That's a
That's-
dirty. It's an 18 total.
Come on, where's the?
So I do like a double take, like whatever is about to almost happen, it almost happens, and then I do a click over the shoulder, and I manage to avoid it.
Mine's a 23 or 22
Well,
at this point.
damn.
So when you come in, it's like someone pushes for lack of a better term, a pallet full of stone from the second story, and you all manage to jump out of the way. But it draws your attention from the fact that someone on the other side of that platform throws 2 baskets down that burst open, and you're all swarmed by sturges.
What's a sturgeon?
Some
Sturge
gross-
is basically a giant mammalian mosquito.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look gross.
They're about the size of your hand.
Yeah, fuck that.
Okay.
So we're in initiative.
We are. Huh?
Why am I rolling this
16.
Oh my
Oh.
god, I got a 9.
Well, my roll's rolling good for a while. Now I'm at a 10.
Like so many
22.
single
Nice.
digits tonight.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to find my corresponding stats for these. I have kind of maybe should have done it a little bit differently.
They all have 3 AC.
You
No?
can shut up. Okay, did find them. All right, going in 9.
I guess at least get to go before you.
They're real gross, Mike.
Mm-hmm. So Timothy's up first.
You know, there's at least 2 people above you on a floor above you.
I don't have any way of igniting these halfling bombs, do I?
Not unless you have flint and steel on you.
I do have flint and steel on me.
You could take your turn to light them.
I don't really have an AoE. Fuck it, let's just do that. Take one of the halfling bombs and light it.
Okay, you've got that bomb. You can throw it next turn. I believe Dianthus is next or Resni's next.
Nope, I'm next, followed by Dianthus. So you said they're just sturges flying around? All right, I'm going to mind sliver one of them. That's an int save of 15.
And them with their massive -4 int save. Plus I rolled a 1. This thing just pops.
Speaking of rolling a 1, that's how much damage they take.
Oh, really? It's still alive?
Oh no.
Nathan!
Does it have 2 hit points?
That has 2 hit points.
God damn it.
Oh no.
That might be one of the most Nate things I've ever seen in a D&D game. Nate's just desperately looking for a way to boost that damage by 1.
Like,
I
gets,
can't-
gets,
Hey, can Nate reroll his damage if I give up my inspiration?
I mean, I could just give up my inspiration.
Oh, if you
I was
have
just
one.
trying to see. I thought I had. Oh, that's on healing hit dice. It's too late to give myself advantage. Yeah, all right, that's it.
Yep.
That's a
Diane
bullshit.
Oh boy, it's how far? How far is the floor above us where the stuff?
it's
was thrown from?
open. You can see up into the next 2 floors. It's just like almost like spiral staircase, but like more like in an office building where you'd have to walk like across the
Yeah.
building.
I need to know how far up it is.
It's only like 10 feet. This is a utilitarian style building. It's built, and it's
I'll be
built by
right back.
dwarves. So.
Kind of want to cast Entangle up there.
Is it entangle is just an area of
Do
space,
it.
though, and
Do
not
it.
like a target. Because
20 foot square within 90 feet.
Yeah, you can do it.
I don't know how helpful it's going to be, but I kind of want to do it so they don't throw anything else at us.
It's an interesting idea. Do you want to cast it so it takes up that entire like ability to see down on you?
So with Entangle, it restrains the people that would be up there.
If it reaches them in the radius. Otherwise, it's just this tangle of things that would basically cut line of sight off of you.
Well, yeah. Either way, then, yeah, I'd like to do it between us and them if it can restrain them.
What's
'cause
What's the deck saves? Correct?
It's a strength saving throw.
Oh dang, that's nasty. Okay, let me make some strength saves then.
I mean, it's my same DC, but that don't change.
Yeah, but they are dex people.
Sweet.
Strength is not their. I got an 11 and a 7.
all cardio, no strength.
Or it's 13, so a
They're both
bunch
restrained.
of plants just grow up and
Oh,
restrain
doggy.
them.
They save at the end of every turn, right?
When the spell ends, the conjured plants wilt away. It lasts for 1 minute as long as I concentrate on it.
But they should be. I think they can roll a save every round at like the end of their turn or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Against no.
A creature restrained by the plants can use its action. Sorry, yes, can use its action to make a strength check against your spell
Yeah.
save. So they can use their action to do it.
They both have evasion, and because it was not a dex-based
Ooh,
save, I couldn't use it. So that's really well done.
nice,
Hopefully
That's
that comes in
awesome.
handy.
nice.
Connor, you're up.
Okay, being swarmed by these things and people, the next floor being only 10 feet above, I'm going to kind of try and stand up as tall as I can while we're being swarmed and start charging up electric shocks in my hand and get sort of cool blue lightning kind of going all my arm. And I just say, sorry, everybody. And I clap my hands together and make a thunder wave.
Are you hitting us too?
I said if it's a 15-foot cube, it'll hit literally anything within 15 feet, so it could kill all the bad guys.
It could also kill us.
It's all I got. It's all I got for this.
Connor, roll me a d20, please. No,
Yeah, I mean,
no
I guess like,
modifier.
if there's a way I can move myself so that I can hit as many enemies as possible, potentially even the people above, and not hit the group, that would be ideal.
Yep.
But if not, then we're just gonna do it. Okay, it's a Constitution saving throw, 14.
Yeah, roll me a 20-sided first.
Just a flat number is a 9.
Okay, you can get 9 Sturges.
Okay,
15, you said?
14.
14 is the save?
Mhm.
The halflings both save. So far, 4 Sturges gone. Let's roll for the next 5. 1 survives. I got a
I
19.
did a total of 8 damage.
There are 2 hit point monsters. They all pop like grapes.
Yeah, and the halflings would still take 4.
If they're restrained,
Okay.
can they save?
To resist this. This is a Constitution.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
I don't know
Okay.
if like
So now Timothy, Resny, and Dianthus need to make con saving throws.
Oh God.
18.
Just make
8.
sure I don't have anything.
Ouch.
If you have inspiration, it'd be probably a good time to use it. Or if you're the one who cast it might be a good time to give it.
I got it.
I got a 15.
Saves.
yeah, you're fine. I have 14.
Thanks. The heavens for a
6.
13. Resny, what did you get?
6.
You can have my inspiration.
Feet without provoking opportunity attacks. So I want to fly up onto the ledge
You
where the
can't-
halflings are if I can.
You can't because it's all covered in entangling vines.
Okay.
Tangled it.
In that case, I will still use my tempestuous magic to back up out of the swarm or like kind of get behind.
You said half of
You've
4.
killed almost all
No,
the
4
swarm.
is halved. It was 8 total.
Okay. Want to make sure.
It's freezing for all of us right now. Sorry, guys. You've killed almost all of them. There's just a handful of Sturges left. Like we'll say there's
Yeah, and as I fly back over everybody, once again I'm going, sorry.
there's 2 left because even if they saved, they took 4 damage. So the one that saved popped.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 2 left. So that would put us, I think, Timothy. Oh no, I thought you froze, Brian. You were just very still.
Still
Sorry.
like ninja. It's that rogue.
So that puts it at the Sturges and the halflings. So the halflings are going to try to escape on their turn. It was a con save, right? No, it's a deck. Oh, strength.
Strength.
I rolled a 2 and a 9, and they both have +0, so they're still stuck. Sturge wise, you get to make 1 attack each. I can't do Resny because poor Nate Dogg is with the Twitch.
Did he
people.
Well,
mess-
everybody also got pushed 10 feet
It's true.
except for the halflings because they can't move.
Beat one with the other. All right, so I'm going to do a D3. Timothy is 1, Connor's 2, Dianthus is 3. The first one will be on Connor, and the second one will be on Connor.
They are
No.
salty.
Hey Ben, keep an eye on your message to see if Nate messages you.
14 is the best I did.
To hit me?
Yeah.
I got a 12, so they
So-
hit.
So 1 Sturge gotcha.
Ow. Little
You're
bastard.
taking a big old. Take 4 piercing damage.
Well, I've got
and
10.
it's attached to you.
Oh, that's fun.
So you're going to have to try to get it off of you. Because
Hmm.
every round it's going to pull blood out of you.
Sweet.
Which brings us
just-
to the top of the pop, which
Does
would-
it
would
look
be
anything?
Timothy.
Ben, does it look anything like the big blood sucking bug in Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell?
Sure. Yeah.
The one
kinda.
that's on its back. Does it look like that? Kind of the big mosquito.
I'd have to look at that again. I can't remember what
Okay.
that looks like.
That's what I'm picturing.
Just giant fuzzy
So-
mosquito.
Can I throw this lit bomb up onto the second floor where the halflings are at? That's the plan.
Do it.
As long as we don't collapse a building on ourselves, we'll be fine.
Yeah, it's a chance you take when you throw bombs inside. All right, Bomb Squad, what'd you get?
Oh, we got 15 plus. Come on, unarmed. Unarmed. Right?
Just
Or
your
what
basic
ranged?
range.
Actions. Sorry, I'm using a new app that I'm not used
No,
to
you're
yet,
good.
So,
Is it Dex plus proficiency, Ben, or is it just Dex?
You're not unless you're proficient in like
Range
just-
weapons?
It's yeah, I guess it would be ranged weapons. You could
yeah. Well, so I get like my hand crossbow. I'd get a +6. So 21.
well, you wouldn't be that. It's still enough either way. 15 was enough.
Right.
So you toss this thing up, and actually, it just catches in the entanglement,
Nice.
and then it explodes. So you need to roll me 10d6.
Jeepers.
I cover my eyes.
So we just
And
got
Connor, Dianthus, Timothy, and Resny, if you can hear me, Nate Dog, need to make Dex saving throws.
a thunderous blast that can be audible up to 300 feet, and now an explosion in a cave.
Oh, not even in a cave, in a building.
It's in a building.
Spectacular.
It's okay. I rolled a 17. I have a +1.
This was
And
a
then-
what kind of save?
So you'll take some damage.
This
Dex.
was a what
Dex.
sort of dex?
Dex.
Oh, then I've only got a 10.
42 damage.
Oh shit!
So I'm
Uh-oh.
going to say you're all out of the. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to
For
roll.
clarification, I moved back 10 feet. I do
Yeah.
not know if that's going to matter at all, but I did.
Well, you knocked us all back 10 feet.
I
don't know
did. I
where
did
we
knock
went.
everybody back 10 feet.
So we're going to. The first thing we're going to do is if you. Oh, Resny's back.
Woo!
Nate, make
Nate!
a dexterity saving throw.
We
please.
may all about to be blown up.
It was out of 13, and I thought it was done. It was not done. It's a 1.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Okay, now do you want my inspiration?
You
Okay.
do.
Okay.
This is one of those halfling bombs going off
Yeah, this is
in the building. Which
Yeah.
it's not.
A whole lot better. It's a 7 now.
Oh no. Well, I mean, one could be bad.
Okay, so first things first.
And you guys were mad at me for my thunder wave.
Well, you intentionally hurt us.
That was my plan the whole time, so that's fair. I mean, I didn't intentionally hurt you. It was a known side effect of what I was going to try. and
That's
do.
intentional hurting.
Intentional hurting. Deep hurting.
It's a fuzzy line. It's
If
fuzzy.
you got a 12 or above on your saving throw, you'll take half of this.
Did
This is
not.
just- This is just for the fire.
Oh god.
Oh boy. I'm
7 fire. So you'll take 4 fire damage.
Oh, I'm still alive.
I am at -1 hit points.
You go down.
Yes,
I'm
I
at
do.
3. If you got a 12 or better, you will take half of this,
Oh,
which is all the falling debris
Tight.
of the building that you blew up.
wait. So we got damaged twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2
Fuck
separate
yeah.
sources.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm gonna go down now.
If
So-
fire damage and bludgeoning damage or something.
Yeah, the bludgeoning, if you failed your save,
Do we
Will
get a
be
different
10.
save for this?
you know what? I'll give you a secondary. Save.
I'm dead though, so I probably don't get a save.
You don't get a save.
I would imagine.
You just take 10.
I just realized that I did just automatically.
I'm
one
dead
or two
anyway, but I got
two
14.
failures for death saves.
What'd you get,
Okay.
Resny?
Oh.
14.
So you will take half. You'll take 5.
What?
Okay, I'm at -2.
So for me, for the 10 damage, is that 1 or 2 death saving throws? I can never remember how
It's
this
it's
works.
1. It's just 1.
Okay, so 1 failure.
Timothy, what'd you get on your deck save?
I got a dirty 20.
You take 5. Dianthus, what'd you get?
I got a 16, but if it's 5 damage, it doesn't matter.
It's 5 damage.
Yeah, I'm
You
down.
drop.
Are we all unconscious now?
No,
three of us.
not.
Timothy's up, as well as your boy rolled a 17 and a 19. He remains
Oh.
up by 1 hit point.
Oh, jeez.
Woo!
So Cag also still alive,
This is crazy.
not by much.
He hasn't gone yet.
Ugh.
I just had him taking off a Sturge every turn.
Okay.
There are no more Sturges left. Just
I
to
would
let you
hope
know,
not after that.
You can see
Is the
those
one,
who
the
are
one
still,
that I
those who are still up can see what remains of the 2 halflings that were entangled because they're splatty marks.
That's good.
So what would you like to do, Timothy? You've got 3 cohorts down and no current enemies currently.
If I
The building
feed-
is also not in the best shape.
if I feed health potions to people, can I do that?
It'll take a turn per potion. So
Yeah.
right now, God damn it. Pick their pockets, Timothy.
I mean, I was gonna say you should check my pockets because I do have health potions.
Right now, Connor is down one.
Yeah, I've
He's
failed
in the
one
worst
death
shape.
saving throw.
And then Resni, and then Dianthus.
All right. So I'm going to take a health potion and give it to Cag.
Good plan.
To give to someone else.
Yep.
And then I will res Connor.
Woohoo!
These are a 1d8 plus your con modifier. So Resni, Cag gets you. Because Dianthus was just at 0, and you were in negatives.
Oh no, I had a 2.
You were still up.
I was up at a 2, but then you. Oh wait, are you talking about was a negative and then got hit again, or?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Never mind. I was
They
like,
were-
I'm like
They
negative
were in
3,
worse
but
shape than you.
okay, good.
All
So-
right, I'm
Is
at
it the
6.
con modifier of the person giving the potion, or the person?
No, it's your con modifier.
Okay, so my con modifier is 4.
So d8 plus 4. And then
That was the plan all along, man.
8 hit points.
as you're doing this, I would like let me grab the thing again because all of a sudden I can't
How
read.
do I get my hit points back?
You drink the healing potion.
You drink it a potion.
You drink a potion.
Why the fuck?
You break it a face. Drink it a potion, break it a face.
Break it a
No,
face.
I succeeded on my death saving throws. Why won't you give me my hit points back? Or I've got 8 HP. I'm just gonna write that down and I'll figure this out later.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Woohoo! If I'm up, I can and you'll let me. I can also help.
Yeah, you can help Dianthus. A crossbow bolt comes out from the shaft area though, and it does a 20 hit Timothy.
Yes.
Jeez.
Tim,
Yes, it does.
Timothy,
Oh,
Tiny
you
Tim, no!
get shot for 7 points of damage from a crossbow bolt. You all
Ah,
turn and look,
jeepers.
and there is a nerd. Hey, Mitch. You see one more halfling who looks similar to the 2 that you blew it up real good, hanging on one of the chains who just shot you with a crossbow bolt.
Well, that'll put me at -3.
So Timothy drops.
Shit.
Can I? Sorry, go ahead, Nate.
I was going to say, can I silvery barbs that?
He
I was gonna ask if I could
is
lightning
over
bolt.
100. He's over 100 feet away.
Oh, I can't. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, he's way too far away. Damn it. All right, well, I guess I'll use my potion on Tim, on Timothy. Mine is 2d6 plus your Constitution modifier.
While you're doing that, he's going
Yeah.
to shoot again. This time he's going to shoot at
Mm.
Resni is 1-2, Connor's 3-4, Dianthus is 5-6.
Can
Is
I?
he going to shoot at me if I'm down?
Are we in initiative?
We will be here in a second. We were out.
Can I take the
first.
dodge action, seeing that Timothy just fell?
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay. Then who was giving Dianthus the potion?
I was gonna give Timothy the potion because he just helped me and then just got taken out.
Okay.
no
then,
one, no one was.
Oh, if
Then-
if it's that, I'll take Dianthus's potion and give it to her then.
okay. So he's going to shoot at you, then Resni.
Yeah.
And
But that's not going to help.
does a 17 hit you?
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
He's just
it
gonna
does.
keep taking us all down.
Right.
For 4.
I'm still up. Just barely though.
So you both put potions in them, Dianthus and Timothy. Roll your. We're all going to roll a niche, but you're both going to roll at disadvantage.
This was my potion, right, Nate?
I've got a
Yeah.
14.
Because I don't have any.
That's fine. I just want to make sure I was the right number.
I'm going in 17.
A 2d6 for mine, Timothy.
Yep, I
Okay.
put those in order.
Just making
Thank you.
sure.
You
All
said
right.
a niche, Ben? Is that what you said?
Yep. I'm going in 17 this time. Finally,
I'm
a
going
big
in
number.
18.
Ooh, look at
I'm
Resni.
going at 20.
Oh,
I got a
I
14.
finally roll well, and the rest of you are like, yeah, so did we.
I rolled a
No,
Hey,
19.
man, I've gotten single digits in my initiative all night.
Did you
I'm
roll at
go-
disadvantage, Dianthus?
Oh, wait.
I'm going at
Disadvantage?
6.
Oh, well. Now it's 13.
Okay, still good for. So it's going to go Resni. What did you get? Resni, what'd you get, Connor?
14.
Oh, yeah.
14.
Yeah.
It's going to go Resni, Mosley, Connor, Dianthus, and Timothy, right?
Yeah.
Who's Mosley?
He
Probably
is the
this
one.
halfling.
This little asshole.
He's the
Well-
Greybriar that just shot you.
Got it.
He's 100 feet away. Holy shit.
Just snipering you.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, when's
an
my turn,
area
Ben?
that-
I got questions.
In an area that has had cover, and now is just a giant open hole.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, because
sorry
I got
about
knocked
that.
unconscious.
Hey, well,
so
you know
there's
what?
no more
We dealt
concentrating.
with that other problem. So,
Resni,
one
what
thing
would
at
you-
a time.
What would you like to do, Resni?
Not die would be the big thing. And there's literally nothing to hide behind.
There should
You
be all
have-
sorts of rabble behind.
There's a
behind.
lot of rubble, but you'd have to crawl up and over it to get behind it. It's not close enough. Hand axe range is a little shorter than that.
Is it like 20 feet or something as far as you can throw a hand axe?
I think it's 30 or 40.
Like 30 or 40 feet or something.
Yeah. and
I've got a plan. I've got a plan to close the distance, but
That's good because I can only move 30 feet.
Well-
And that doesn't get me in spell range.
what I was gonna
Um,
do is I was just gonna dash, do my full 60 because I have shield. So if he's gonna fucking kill me, I can throw that up, and hopefully that will keep me from getting annihilated by a crossbow bolt.
All right. Can I get closer and hide behind some cover?
Did you see Mitch's comment, Ben?
Not if it's my corpse because I'm tiny. I'm small.
It's true. It makes a really good shield. It's the
Yeah, I mean,
true
we're-
definition of a meat shield.
I am bigger, I am taller, but I am very scrawny. So I don't know if I'm much of a good meat shield either.
So,
Hey, Ben.
Resni, what are you doing?
Moving my full movement 30 feet and then hiding behind whatever I can hide behind.
Okay, make me a acrobatics or athletics check. I'll let you choose, and then roll me a stealth check.
All right. Get acrobatics. 'Cause I get a +4. That is 13.
Be able to easily maneuver around to find cover.
It's 11 for stealth.
You're not sure how well hid you are.
Yeah.
but you do have cover.
That's good. I just wanted the cover.
Timothy is 1-2, Connor's 2-3-4, and Dianthus is 5-6. Going to shoot Timothy. 24.
God damn it.
Fuck, dude. I don't know if my plan's gonna work if he can get 24.
Yeah, but my damage hasn't been all that great.
Yeah, but I'm a sorcerer. I don't have
Yeah,
that many hit points.
You don't
First
need that
level
much.
characters.
From level 1, you can
Yeah,
kill
you
us
don't-
in
you
one
don't- you don't
shot,
need
even if you
much
don't do that
right
much
now.
damage.
For three points of damage.
All right, I'm still up.
I
Yeah, I
would
only
not
rolled
be.
a one. I rolled a 1. He's only got a +2.
Okay. Because the longest range I have on a spell is 60
Oh man,
feet.
the whole time I haven't been rolling sneak attack damage.
That's okay.
That's okay.
When he gets sneak attack damage, we know he's there.
If he goes before you in turn.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I think I know what's going on here. All right. Not that I'm going to use that information, but that makes sense.
That would mean Connor's up, I believe. No, Dianthus is up.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
Ben.
Connor then, Dianthus.
Oh.
It was-
Is it Connor? Okay, yeah,
yeah,
my bad.
Connor got
I
14.
got 13. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a 14.
Okay.
Okay, so I am. So the cover situation is pretty bad here, huh? Like there's
Yeah.
not a whole. Okay. Then I am. You said he's like 100 feet away from us.
He's a total of 100 feet because he's up as well. He's like hanging on a chain.
How high up is he?
That's the 100 feet in total is
Okay.
at that angle.
All right. Well,
He's like-
it
He's
shouldn't matter.
he's on the winch chain that goes down into the pit, into the mine shaft.
Okay.
Where's that anchored at?
That would be anchored to the winch tower that's beside it, that then runs the rods and cogs run all the way down to the river to a wheel.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna stick with my plan. I am gonna do a full dash, go my full 60 feet. Just and try and do a little serpentine action in there, hoping that it'll help, knowing that it's not going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna run my full 60 feet.
Yep.
Full dash.
Now it would be Dianthus, I believe, and then Timothy.
Okay, Benjamin. You gave me something in the last game. What's the range on a boomerang?
I do not know. Let's find out together.
I didn't find it in the book. So
Because it's not in the book.
It can't be 100 feet, can it?
I don't know. Ben gave me something called Shay's Blue Boomerang.
I have no idea.
That was a chat created thing on Sunday mornings. so.
Yeah.
But Boomerang is in D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the
Range is 60 to 120 feet.
Oh,
So
oh shit!
I'm gonna throw him a boomerang.
So write
at
that
him.
down so we don't have to look it up again.
Oh, yes, sir. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Oh, that's
Good point.
awesome. Knock his ass off that stupid chain. You don't even have to kill him. Just hit him in the forehead.
Hit him on the hand.
Yeah, thank you, chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a boomerang at him with the intent of trying to knock him off the chain.
Okay, make your attack. Is there any special things with this boomerang? I can't remember.
All you told me is it will return to me within the next 20 hours once
Oh, it's
thrown.
the slow boomerang. Yeah, you throw it and it just.
It comes back to me eventually.
I'd actually, you know what? I'll say this because of that. The range is doubled on that. So the min range is 120. The max range would be 240.
Does it just like take an extra turn to get to where you throw it or something?
It just keeps going.
It'll just come back eventually. You have
Yeah,
no idea
eventually.
where-
That was the whole thing. It comes back to you, but it could take a day.
That is
Yeah.
excellent. That's
Uh,
great.
Yeah, it says within 20 hours. So okay,
Fucking awesome.
so
It returns at the first light of dawn each morning.
That is a chef's kiss to the shaft.
Majestic
Yeah.
boomerang.
It's literally your alarm clock.
yeah,
between
I don't
that
honestly know what I'm adding to this.
and Mick's biggest knife are two of my favorite things
It's
chat
big
made up.
size.
And that knife immediately becomes the biggest knife in any room. So if there's like everybody's carrying a short sword, the knife becomes a short sword or becomes a bastard sword. So it always must be the biggest knife in the room.
It's got like an inferiority complex.
It's kind of great.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Cross
But
your
if you
fingers.
miss with the attack, it turns into a spoon for 48 hours.
Oof.
Could happen, Spike. Okay, boy, here we go.
Slow meringue.
I don't know if it's a good laugh or a bad laugh.
I have not rolled one of these in the longest time, but I got a natural 20.
Oh!
I'm taking a
Okay.
picture as proof. I'm taking a picture
No, you
as
don't
proof.
have to take a picture as proof. But what's the damage though?
You didn't tell me.
A boomerang does 2d4,
2d4. Okay.
but this is a magical boomerang. So
Sorry, I
we're going to
froze for
say
a second, so
does
maybe tell me then.
it does 2d4 plus 2.
And I rolled a 4 and a 2.
It was a great prep school.
8.
So 8. Oh
Okay.
my god, I haven't rolled a 20 in like 5 sessions.
Well, that was your. What's the max damage? Remember, it's
Oh,
max plus
shit.
roll.
So the max would be 10 and then 8, so 18.
Okay, so what I'm going to say, because of the precarious position he's in, he is going to need to make a Dex saving throw, or be knocked from the chain. We good with that?
No. Should it be similar to a concentration check with the spell, or you're good with Dex?
No, That's a good question.
I feel like it could go
I
either
would-
way.
if
Or
I would
strength to hold on.
Yeah.
Strength to hold on. We good with that?
Yeah,
That's
like
it.
a grapple check.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Grapple check. That's
I
perfect.
mean, really,
Yeah.
all three of those
There
seem
you
like
go.
perfectly reasonable options.
My first instinct is to go with Dex, but also that's like the most favorable stat. So
That's why I was trying to argue with the
Yeah.
other.
No, and I agree.
Thank
Because
you,
it's
Nate.
not so much like you're trying to acrobatically hang on. I think this is a strength check.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Mosley Greybairn takes a boomerang to the side of the head. And you watch as he tries to shake it off, and his hand slips off the chain, and he tumbles backwards off of this chain and falls
Nice.
down the mine shaft.
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, I wish I had a Wilhelm scream right now.
Wait.
Sucker!
Oh, no. I got applause, crickets, rim shot, and booze. Not gonna happen.
He falls, and you never hear him hit.
Why not?
It's a long ways down.
Yeah, but isn't he falling where we're at?
Can I like
He
peek
falls
over
right
pictures
by
of,
you,
like,
right in
digging
front of you by
down?
like about 50 feet away, right down.
Oh shit, there's a big hole over there.
Can I
Oh,
just,
damn it,
can I
Nick.
just, like,
Yeah,
peek
it's a
over the
mine
edge?
shaft. It's a mine shaft that goes straight down.
Oh shit.
Can I peek over the edge to see if you didn't like grab onto something?
Do you want to peek and see what happens?
Just like put my head just like right over the lip just to
Make me
see.
a perception check.
Oh god, I'm not very
Seems
good
a
at
good way to
these.
get sniped in the
And
head.
then a Dex save.
That's why I'm just doing just like just my little eyes.
It's like grab him.
Kilroy was here.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Perception is a 19.
You kind of look, and as you see his body falling and moving and like being enveloped in black, you see a blue shimmer, and poop, gone.
Like a
Oh,
magical
shit.
shimmer?
Make me an Arcana check.
Like I'm just visually, it was sort of like a water droplet hitting a pool of water, kind of like an effect, or
Make me an Arcana check.
okay. All right.
Yeah, so it makes eye contact and like die.
Oh, that's a dirty 20 on that one.
He just teleported.
Oh,
Little
motherfucker.
bastard. He teleported.
Oh, at least he's not hitting us anymore.
That's true, but that little fucking asshole. Ugh.
What would you like to do?
I don't know that we can take much more of this.
I think we
the
should
fuck
go
out.
home.
I think we.
I want to go home.
Any sign where we are of the imprisoned people, like any cages or any little side rooms?
Not in
or-
this. in this building, but you can go to the building that's across the mine shaft, the bigger building.
I feel like we just need to like look in there, and if they're not there, we leave.
Can we send the rogue?
I'm not saying we all have to go or whatever. I'm just saying like it. We are.
Did anyone heal
Cag?
Cag?
Save this group of people, like this family or whatever. And if we leave and they're like
No.
in that building,
Did anyone heal Cag?
No.
No.
No, but I can.
I don't have any more healing potions.
I
I
have a
have
I have a spell too. I actually took one. I took Cure Wounds.
I have
do,
no
do you
healing.
wanna, do you want to heal him?
Yes, I do.
Can I check out the halflings that got exploded to see if they had anything useful?
You would be able to if there was anything left of them. They are literally stains.
They're like
Okay.
They
Wile
were
E.
in.
Coyote,
They were
great
within.
blackened crater marks.
Yeah,
on the-
they were within 5 feet on either side of this bomb when it went off.
And they didn't have any magic items.
Doesn't look like it.
It's just their shoes on the ground.
Damn, lucky Keg. He gets
Smoking,
9.
off of 'em.
Yeah, just like a little bit of the ankle sticking up out of the top. Everything else gone.
So Cag,
Got
once
9.
healed, will make his way into the interior building. There is a door.
Quarterlings is still too generous, I think.
There is a door, and he points to it and he says, "Door, go down." And he takes the spear and he holds the spear and he uses the head of the spear to open the door slightly.
Cag.
I'm going to do something really stupid. I'm going to drink my potion.
Which potion is it?
the cinnamon bonfire flavored
The
potion.
black, sort of the
You gonna
swirly
chug
red
it?
one.
It's
Chug that
just
bad boy down?
fireball.
That's right.
It's just
I'm going
fireball.
to chug that bad boy down.
You pound it backwards. Cag like watches you do this, and he goes, "Oh, the breath!" And you belch, and smoke starts to come out the side of your mouth.
Oh, this
You
is
got
a man
little,
who can breathe
little licks of flame
Okay,
coming
Lord.
out of your nose. You've got dragon's breath
Sweet.
Shit.
for 1 minute.
You know what? In the
All right.
spirit of the moment, I'm also going to drink my potion.
Which one did you have? The
I have
Pepto one?
the Pepto pink one.
The
Yeah.
one doesn't smell like anything.
Yeah, the one that doesn't smell like anything, which is concerning.
You have a really happy tummy for like 48 hours.
Maybe. We'll see. I wasn't really having any stomach problems as far as I know.
Now you could eat anything you want.
Okay. Are you gonna drink it now, or you wait till the doors open?
I mean, I'm going to do it at like the same. Like, I'm going to see Timothy do his, and then
Okay.
I'm going to drink mine.
So I want you, Connor, to roll me a D12.
Oh boy. 5.
Perfect. I'll tell you what it does here momentarily.
Hmm.
Anyone else want to do anything?
No, I'm gonna wait until we see
All right.
some enemies or something.
Well, I'm
saving
gonna
mine.
like Leroy Jenkins this thing down this hallway that he's pointing us down.
You open the door and it's a set of stairs, and you make your way down into a room, and the Olaf family are all chained by their necks to a central pillar. Connor, you lay eyes upon Svetlana Olaf, and she is the most beautiful woman you've ever
We
seen.
have to save these people.
You are smitten. This
We cannot leave them here. They have to be saved.
just barely out of her upper teens, early 20s,
If she dies,
Farm-
that is a crime
farm lass.
against humanity.
farm lass is the most beautiful woman you have ever laid eyes on, and you must protect her at all costs.
I am glad I was not standing in front of him.
That's a
Is there-
question, Ben. If Connor didn't like ladies, would it still be a lady?
It would.
I think it's just the first person you see.
It's the first person you see,
Interesting.
which is good because the boys in this family that are chained up are all like under 10.
Ew.
That would have been real bad. That's why I made you roll dice, because I was like,
In
we're going to make this real interesting.
In
here."
retrospect, good.
Cag helps Timothy undo all the locks, and you're able to unchain the Olafs.
Clearly, the only person I'm paying any attention to is Svetlana.
Mm-hmm. And she is very. You know what? Let's find out what she is. Why don't you roll me percentile dice?
Percentiles. Oh boy.
Spell last
Let's see here.
without.
That is a 96.
She actually, and you can't tell if it's the trauma of seeing her father ritualistically murdered, having her family be chained and tortured, or if you're just that goddamn handsome. She reciprocates your attentions. Now I'd like you to roll me a d20.
Connor's
boy.
got a girlfriend.
I mean, Connor's 20. He's
Roll a
fine.
d20, and then roll me a d4.
I got okay, and then like add those or separately.
You can add them.
Okay, I got a 19 and a 3, so 20.
Oh shit, she is beautiful.
Nice.
Like 23 charisma. Like she has max human charisma. Like once you clean off some of the grime, the blood,
The trauma.
the gross. I mean, she is
No,
as
the
stunning
trauma's
as,
still there.
Yeah, and she is as stunning
deep
as
down. Can't get
you think she is.
I can fix her.
Yeah. She doesn't need that type of fixing. She's not a fix me up. And she's farm strong.
I can fix her emotionally.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not fixed, so you be there as you support her.
Exactly.
All
right.
One, Connor is 20 and also has just taken a love potion. He's not.
She's
Not smart
also
about
around
this
that.
right
She's also around that age, and
Same
she did
age.
not take a potion. I did say farm strong.
It's important.
I have
You
a
may be
minus one.
skinny.
I have a strength of 9. So
Yeah,
if
you
somebody
may
in
be
my life
skinny.
needs
Good
to be strong-
balance.
She ain't. She's built like a brick shithouse, and
See, the thing is, too, we're both very charismatic. So, power couple?
think of the trauma babies will have.
Oh, Spike
Okay.
says, "Give her the battle axe."
Oh shit! All right. So what? Do you want to do anything else? Or are you guys just gonna head back?
We need to get him out and get him back to town.
Do we see anything else in the room?
I mean, you can always make investigations.
Investigation. Check for shit.
Yeah, not so much. 10.
16.
You know, I just want to say really quickly, Ben, this is the second time that my character has fallen in love with an NPC.
Really?
With you
Well,
in
we
your
gotta-
games. The very first session I ever played with you when I was playing with my fighter, Gawain.
Leg
I
taker?
only think of Gawain as the leg taker.
Yeah,
That's
there
all
was
I
some,
think
well,
of.
there was something I can't remember exactly the circumstances which happened, but in that session he also saved a damsel in distress and then had a cut to black.
I do remember that. Yeah, that was not a fall in love. That was a.
Whatever. Something happened. Who knows?
That was a hey boat. We almost both died, and you saved me. I feel like I can repay you.
a stress bang.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
It's because Ben's a lover.
a fighter, not anymore. Did anyone else want to use a perception or an investigate?
16 on the investigation.
Resney, what'd you get, Resney? 6 or something like
10.
that? 10 again.
I guess I'm making a perception check, but specifically to make sure nothing is going to hurt Svetlana.
Perfect.
I don't care about anything else. It's a 9.
Yeah, everything seems totally cool.
Nice.
Dianthus?
Don't worry, you're safe. We'll get you out of here.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So I give roll a 20, I guess.
Does
But
anyone want to
I'll
roll
take
for
it.
CAG?
Oh, he rolled a 13, so whatever bonus is there.
Yeah, there's nothing really here that anyone can discern.
Okay, we should go home, and then Timothy can. I ain't found shit. That's exactly what it was, Spike. Timothy can use his fire breath
We ain't
after we
found
leave and burn
shit.
the building down.
Well, one thing that CAG asks is not to burn it down because they sometimes come here and live.
Oh,
This is their safe.
They usually go deeper into the mine, but now that there's these assholes
flooded.
aren't here anymore, they could live here.
damn it! You got fire breath, and now we can't even use it.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little disappointed. That's why Leroy Jenkins did. But
But now you know what that elixir is.
Yeah,
And
but
if
he
you
drank
can-
it all.
Well, I'm sure she'll have more.
Okay.
What do you think she needed herbs for?
Ooh, true.
And we can just find something on the way out that you can burn, I'm sure.
Maybe you can negotiate
No,
some in
just-
return because I don't think she asked for as much as you're bringing back.
True. All right, you guys are able to head back with relatively ease. Are you going to take the Olafs all the way back to Restwell?
Yeah, it's not safe out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their farm is gone.
Their farm is in shape.
Well,
Yeah, but they don't have a.
It's still dangerous as hell out here, and also
right, because there's
nothing
still
can happen to
people left.
Svetlana.
It's a lady and kids, so
Okay, fair enough.
There's still cultists out here, so yeah, let's take them back to the keep.
Okay, so what about CAG and the fire scales? What do you want to do there?
whatever they want to do.
Yeah, whatever they
Their
want to
choice.
do. They can
Yeah, they're
come
gonna
with
hang
us,
out
they
in the
can
mine,
go on
aren't
their
they?
own separate way. They got their own. They can make up their mind.
They kind of go through the remains of the dudes you exploded outside that you burned, and kind of and CAG takes a bunch of weapons back, and he arms the fire claws to the best of their ability, and he says they're going to stay at the Olafs to keep the farm safe
Nice.
Aw.
until she comes back and takes back their home.
Yeah, maybe we can.
Well, I'll let them know that we'll come back and check on them.
Yeah, well, somebody from the Finders Guild will check on them.
And you can tell that the matron of the Olafs has a conversation aside with CAG, and when you leave them and start heading back, she tells you that she asked them to pull the harvest.
That's the other thing I was saying, because Husk is going to want to know there's harvestable crop.
Right.
As you go by, I can't remember the other family farm.
Mm.
Ragabins.
The Ragavan. Yep.
The
I was like,
Ragavan
I just wrote
farm.
bodies.
The furniture people.
Yeah. She says, "Oh, well, maybe we can come back or get some hands and come back and grab their things as well." I mean, come on.
Probably. I mean, that would make sense.
It does. Actually, it makes frightening sense. You make it all the way back.
They're like us, but from an alternate reality. So they've got like eye patches and mustaches and
to Restwell Keep. You're making it to your way to the gate of Restwell, and as always, you're greeted by Felik, who is the corporal of the guards, Cyrodion, who is a worshiper of Ayun and is a guard, and then Dias, who is a Goliath guard. And she kind of looks at you and Alan says, "I don't recognize all of you, but Finders, correct?"
correct. And we've got these people who have been savaged. Look at what's happened to this woman. We need to get them inside to safety, get them cleaned up.
She looks over at Dianthus and she says, "She needs a bath."
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Kind of like, make me a perception check. No, insight check, Dianthus and Connor. Connor, yours at disadvantage.
Yep. I was gonna say I'm very fixated right now.
You are.
I've got a perception check of 7.
17.
You get the impression Dias was looking for somebody else in your group who's not there. No. The Goliath that is sometimes a member of the Finders.
Mhm.
No, just for us.
You're able to head in, and Husk is very excited by what you've been able to find out. One thing Husk does want to know is who owns the mine?
We don't know.
That would be a question for the Olafs.
They don't know either. It's
The-
been abandoned.
Okay.
Isn't
Well, it
it
was
the
like-
kobolds now?
like a sort of a gang of halflings or something. Like last guy I saw going down in the mine was a halfling who teleported.
No, not the squatters. Who owns the mine?
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
There was no.
We didn't go in. We kind of got our shit tossed outside.
He says it's good to know. I'll send another team soon. He pays you all 30 gold pieces for your work.
Woo!
Don't spend it all in one place.
I mean, I can though because I got a lot of gold.
Yeah, I'm up to 105 right now.
You all can put down that you have friends in the fire scales, especially CAG of the fire scales,
So allies.
allies in the fire scales, and you
K
also
or a C?
CAG is a K, KAG. Sorry, I like blanked out for a second.
No worries.
You
Say
also
fire scales. I thought it was fire claws.
fire
claws.
Fire claws. Sorry, I keep wanting to say scales for some reason.
You know, I have a kobold clan in my Act Like Sunday group that's called the Rust Claws. So
Oh, I like that name a lot.
yeah, Rust Claws, Dry Scales, and there's one other one I can't remember.
And I totally lost track of what I was trying to say.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
Um,
Do it to you all the time.
the Olafs as well, especially Connor. Connor and Slavana sitting in a tree.
Aha! Because the other thing is, I mean, like I said, Connor's got a charisma of 18 and he's 20, and I always sort of imagine him as being fairly handsome. So I think when the love potion wears off, it does nothing really changes.
She is. You are like a dashing hero in her eyes. So there was our adventure tonight. Anything you guys want to do before we wrap things up?
Can I take the herbs?
Oh
to,
yeah. You take them to Gelda. She kind of looks you up and down and looks at the big piles. Oh, where'd you get all these?
That's on a need to know.
I feel like I need to know.
Not
If
when you
you
say
need
it like
some
that.
more-
You don't.
You know who to come to.
Shrewd. Did you use the? Yeah, what are you? That should be the name of the episode. What are you, a cop? Did you use the potion?
I did, and it was fun.
Are you giving me all of this?
Depends on what I get in return.
Well,
A night of romance.
yeah. A night of hot,
Dude,
hot.
she's gonna ask
sensual
you to
knit-
spell a bunch of weird stuff, dude. Don't do that.
a night of hot, sensual knitting.
Hot,
Um,
aromatic.
Well, some of these things can be combined with other things I possess to make recreational tools. Others,
Proposition to cop, Timothy.
others, for potions like the one you drank previously.
I think I'd take some more of the cinnamon and fire smelling potions. Would 10 be out of the question?
Wow, 10's an awful lot, but you brought me a lot in return. Let me talk to my people at the crossroads and we'll see what we can come up with. Until then, she pushes a small bag across her counter to you.
Take it.
Okay. There's some really good food in there. A lot of really good baked goods. You can put down that that you have a working relationship with Gelda. You can also quickly roll me a history check with advantage because you're a rogue.
22.
The Crossroads is a black market. It does not operate in Restwell Keep, because if it did, the people who control Restwell Keep, the Arathis worshippers, especially the I can't think of his name all of a sudden because my brain is tired. Lord Drysdale, who is the head of them, would put them all to the sword. But apparently Gelda has good connections at the Crossroads. So if you have good connections with Gelda, that means you have good connections at the Crossroads.
And that you won't be lonely.
Yeah.
Right.
Or ever run out of drugs.
When you too can never be lonely when you go to oldshopkeeper.com. All right, guys. I hope it was a blast. Why don't you go around the table, tell people who you are, who you be with, and where people can find you.
Which means plug any social media if you want to, Brian.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, Brian, Iowa represent here. But yeah, whatever. That's all I got. I don't do any streaming yet, so.
All right. Well, I'm Nate. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Hive, this new one called Spoutable, at Cubicle Zombie. Maybe I'll post on that. Who knows? And then I should say next Monday and every other Monday right here for Down and Outlands.
When is your next Drake One Falls?
Tuesdays where we don't stream.
Are you guys even doing podcast version of that game?
Nah, just home gaming it at this point.
That's amazing.
Ugh, I did catch that collateral damage.
Yeah, I think everybody caught that collateral
Everybody
damage.
caught a little bit of collateral. And the thing is, like, we had a little bit of a pregame of collateral damage. And then we had like, the full course, the full meal.
Oh, God damn it. That was really good.
I can't
All right.
believe I was the one apologizing.
Now we're all up and alive, so
yeah,
that's all
we're-
that matters.
Any dwarven building exploding into a mine you can walk away from.
Yeah. I got 8 hit points out of 10. That's pretty good.
Same.
2.
I'm Cassandra. I'm the opposite of Nate. You can't find me anywhere. Except on occasionally on Chaos Scar and every other week on Down and Outlands. So definitely come back and watch us some more.
Was this your third Dianthus session?
This is my second.
Okay.
My third one I get to level, right?
Yep.
Because I found out it's level 2, I get to pick my thing. So I gotta play another session.
So I think the only person that's leveled currently is Tybalt.
I don't even think Tybalt should have leveled. I
Yeah,
don't
this
think
was
we've
my
played that
second
many
one as
games.
well.
Yeah, we've
No,
you-
Tybalt's last game was his third game.
you make us play every other, so
He got into one where he
okay. Yep. Nope. Need one more. Desperately need to level to 2.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm Mike. I'm also not active on any social media at the moment. Don't have anything to plug. I have been a guest though on prep school. That was a good time.
You can come back whenever you want.
Yeah, whenever you'll have me.
We made a whole game last weekend.
Nice. Yeah, I've been looking at some new stuff. So it'd be fun to talk about some of that. But
Yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, I DM and yeah, you can't find me. You can't see me. Do.
Well, one thing we can all plug is that the group Known World United has already started our Extra Life fundraising this year already. We're getting going. We're playing some games and streaming some stuff whenever we can. We've played a special game a couple weeks ago with Call In. So feel free to check in, start donating if you want.
Speaking of donating, Shaggy is getting ready to do his Polar Plunge.
Oh, Polar Plunge, that's right.
I think it's really important that if you are able to, please support that and support the charities that we all are trying to help with our time, effort, and limited amount of money. So it's prep school. Well, sometimes.
Let's go in villainy.
Speaking of scum and villainy, that needs to happen. Right? Oh, speaking of scum and villainy, I want to show you something real quick.
Do you have a printout of? You don't have a printout of your Christmas present, do you?
No, I've got something better.
There is a scum and villainy poster now.
It's getting closer. PN15. All I need is the shoulder-mounted railgun,
That's awesome.
and your Celestin head came in the mail.
Oh,
It's real good.
nice.
So the biggest one I'm having trouble getting parts for is to do Matt's Gamorrean, because the
With
Gamorrean
robot
body
legs.
is I gotta figure out robot legs thing out. I think I'm gonna have to take the legs off. Can we see that?
Mitch is trying to throw a link in the chat.
Oh,
What was the link for, Mitch? I think
Mitch.
I
send
think
it to
Ben's the
me-
only one who can do it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, send it to me on Instagram, Mitch, and I'll post it real quick. Like I said, I hope everyone had a good time. I'm York King Ginger. I will be on tomorrow night on Tiny Meng. I am doing a unboxing of a toy I've been sitting on for 2 weeks.
Wow.
I'm super stoked to
Nice.
to open my NECA Warduke, because the NECA version of Grimsword is amazing. So I got a feeling that the Warduke is going to be everything I've dreamed about. It's one of my favorite toys as a kid, and getting a badass NECA version is going to be quite sweet. Also got some Motu stuff I've been working on. And it'll be fun just to be on Tiny Ming with the boys.
You might as well be on. What are you going to do? We're going to get snowed in. So
Yeah, no kidding.
who's looking forward to 10 to 18 inches of snow?
No.
Hey, we're not even out of February yet. That's
Not
to be
this
expected.
Yeah,
guy,
not you.
because we're not getting any snow.
Jealous.
Here is the link. Again,
No, it was like 52 degrees today, by the way.
Oh, we've had
Get out of here.
record wintered snow in like, what they say, 42 years? The most in the last
Hey.
42 years?
I like snow, so I don't mind.
I
And
I do
also,
too.
it's February.
But this-
What do you expect?
I smell some fresh air and sunshine.
Yeah, there are a few things I want 10 to 18 inches of.
I like winter one. I think maybe this is because I live in like the inner city, but the winter, the air is fresher than it is in the summertime because there's just not fumes everywhere.
I can't sit in my driveway and make Ben grill me food.
That's fair.
Well, you could, but he might not like it.
No, Ben has a rule. It has to be above 30 degrees.
That's a fair rule.
There's a rule. I mean, really, it's 35, but I mean, that's the rule because we use charcoal only. So it's got to be a good temp.
I'm a charcoal man.
Charcoal.
So you can find me Tuesday. I'll be back on Friday for Bad at Games. I don't know what I'm playing yet. I'm not sure. Maybe if I have some people who want to play, maybe we'll bust out squadrons. If I can convince Colin, maybe we'll take a trip to Knox County and do some Zomboid. But other than that, I don't know. It'll be something fun.
Sure, Mitch.
And then Sunday prep school. I don't know what we're doing. We might work on Kirby some more, since Matthew should be back. Again, I want to apologize wholeheartedly for last Sunday that we had such an issue with the stream. So you guys didn't get to see Matt and Dave live from the Toy Swap. But I fucked up, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Otherwise, thank you so much for showing up on Chaos Scar. Oh, and then next Monday, Down Nutlands. Thank you for showing up, hanging out on Chaos Scar. I want to thank my players, Brian. It was super awesome to play D&D together.
It was great,
like
man.
10
I
years.
appreciate it.
I haven't seen
So-
Brian in
Yeah,
forever.
Super
So
fun.
next one, 2 months, I'm in, man.
Perfect. Nate, thanks for jumping in. It's the first time you played Chaos
Always.
Scar. Hope it was good. As always, Michael, I'm so happy whenever we get to play.
Yeah,
And
dude.
Cassandra, whatever. I love you.
She's going to kick your butt.
All right. Hey, thank you guys, and have a good rest of your evening. And
Bye,
tomorrow night on
everybody.
the Dave Wonder channel. Bye-bye.